We're at it again. That's right. We're playing UnderHolo by CuteShadow, a Spooktober game, also made for Yuri Jam 2024. So, heck yeah. This is, you might be able to surmise from the name. I don't know. I don't know how much of my audience is in the VTuber space. But yeah, this is a game about running a successful VTuber agency so you can chill out together for the rest of your lives and just have fun and vibe. But there's a secret underground syndicate called UnderHolo. But we have to manage our own agency to the top of the leaderboard. There is very interesting things going on here. Let us dig in. CuteShadow Studio? Do I want to name it something else? I'm a fan of canon names. Hello, manager. We are 276. Sitting alone in this virtual reality, the CEO thinks to themselves, 15% and still going up. Given the circumstances, I would have expected their ranking to plummet much sooner, but surely a small aberration can't hurt anyone. Voice interjects from the void. It is cold with a whisper of static. Several have joined the board meeting. The continued success of CuteShadow Studios is unacceptable. How is this possible? Indeed. 15% up, with their star talent gone, laughable. Lower to be CEO. Their story has already been written, and so should their share price. Despite themselves, the CEO smirks. Not that the board of directors would be able to see it. That's technically impossible. It's a legitimate market reaction. The antitrust algorithm wouldn't allow a change that significant. The goblin voice interjects harshly. We direct, you operate. Now lower it to a more acceptable 6%. We simply cannot allow such a volatile stock to reach the pockets of our loyal investors. Indeed, CEO. Handle this. Now let's move on to discussing other matters. The CEO sighs. The board of directors, they are but an executor of their wills, and no more. The glow of the screens bathed the CEO's face, revealing a flicker of discomfort in that otherwise calm demeanor. Just a small little change to a small little agency that no one in the world would miss. Rest in peace, CuteShadow Studios. I told you, the system won't allow an automatic change that's significant. Then you'll have to do it yourself, manually. The directors, faithless as they are, seem to shift in their virtual spaces, almost as if laughing at this turn of events. One director unexpectedly laughs, a dry, hoarse chuckle. Ha 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 ha. An agency without a star is nothing more than a waste of rental space. It's risky to allow its value to stay that high. And much too tempting for investors to make a profit from its downfall. Uh-oh. They're gonna short CuteShadow. They're gonna short our studio. And the director snickers. So for now, let's take advantage of this trading turbulence. While the fools get their hopes up for a non-existent talent, we will short sell their stock. I was joking, but they are actually gonna do that. Alright. The loss will be quite the spectacle, at least from our view. It seems like we have an accord. Remember, CEO, get it down to 6, not a penny off. The CEO clenches their jaw, unable to fully hide their frustration. They know that CuteShadow Studio, despite its forced fall, could still survive. The CEO scrolls further down the list, almost distracted, but their mind calculates the inevitability of the failure they had just helped engineer. Several months ago, you had just graduated college with a management science degree. The atmosphere is quiet, peaceful, just the two of you together, as you often had been during your final year. I know we're about to graduate, but this reminds me of when we used to sit around like this back in freshman year, planning everything out for CuteShadow Studio until the hours slip past 3 a.m. Simpler times. Casey laughs, her voice tinged with a light hesitance. Yeah, everything feels Everything felt so possible. You always had these big dreams, even then. I have always admired that about you, Penny. Casey, I've never met anyone like you. I could see it in you from the start. No matter what role you took on, you became the character so fully that it didn't feel like a performance. It felt like we could see a new world through you. You've been our audience's favorite for the past 4 years. No competition. This art is really beautiful. I want CuteShadow Studios to continue after we graduate. I need you. All the other members agree. You're our shining star. Casey shakes her head. She has other ambitions. You always said that, but it's not true. You're the one with a vision. Make people believe in things that they wouldn't even think possible. She pauses to think of the right words to say. I'm just good at following directions and reading lines. Oh, you're more than that. You're everything this agency needs. No one else makes me feel like things are under control like you do. Like whenever Mealy would blow up on anyone who made fun of the club. You always knew how to defuse the situation. Even when everything's falling apart like your chocolate brownies, you stay calm. Meanwhile, I'm just a manager. She chuckles, but it feels forced. That's funny, because I'm always wondering how you do it. The way you dream so big, the way you see people, the way you see us. It's all so much. Another second passes. That's exactly why I can't stay. There's nothing more I can do to help you succeed. What do you mean? You lean closer, your eyes searching Casey's face, but she keeps her eyes firmly trained at the horizon. I'm imagining the awkwardness of just like getting straight up in your face, examining your face up close. Personal space. You're everything the agency needs. The team. It's all built around people like you, Casey. People who can make things happen just by their presence. You don't get it. Yeah, your dreams aren't mine. I've been trying so hard to keep up with you, but the truth is I can't be the one to save you. I can't make your dreams come true. I already have. More than you know. Your voice falters. Decide not to say that line. I understand. Audio only. Oh. I understand if you don't want to be a VTuber forever, but Casey, please, I really need you right now. Couldn't you at least try it for 1 month? Casey quickly flits her eyes to you, and you bargain with your eyes to keep hers held to your gaze. But just as quickly, she looks back at the sunset. For all her encouraging words, ultimately it seems like she doesn't trust you to succeed. That you're a sinking ship that not even she can rescue with her brilliance. Casey has lightly mentioned several other future careers of interest. But since she flitted between them every few weeks, you figured they were passing fancies more than concrete realizations. That's a bad attitude if we are thinking that and not. See, I'd take her at her word that she feels like she wants her dreams are elsewhere. Even if the truth is her dreams are elsewhere. That's fine. We're not going to bomb. She's ready to graduate and move on. Since she flitted between them every few weeks, you figured they were passing fancies more than concrete realizations. Perhaps they were more to her. Perhaps there was more to her seemingly innocuous hints. All of you were friends for 4 years. You want your friendship to continue, but fresh out of college, you need to focus all your energy on the agency's success. Casey leaving the agency not only means a blow to the agency's success, but also to your friendship. At least you can enjoy what remaining time you have with her, even if the sunset signals an end. Casey sighs. I'm sorry, Penny. I wish it could be different. I really do. But I have my own path to follow, and it's not with CuteShadow Studio. That doesn't mean I don't care. I just can't be what you need me to be. If you really want, then I won't stop you. He let out an involuntary laugh. I know I couldn't even if I tried, but I lean back on the bench and look up at the sky, now with an extra gray cloud. I'll always have a place here, you know, if you ever want to come back. Casey hums, almost tenderly. See, yeah, okay, yeah, now we've got the right attitude and tone to this. You look back one more time to see your soft, luminous smile. I know. That's why I can never come back. Casey reaches for your hand and squeezes it. You are so startled that your hand stays balled in the fist, but your fingers slowly relax as she wraps her hands around yours. Takes away the coldness from her soft, but firmly whispered words. For a moment you close your eyes, willing Casey to agree to stay with you. Casey squeezes your hand tighter. But Penny, I know you'll be able to make your dreams come true. Several months later, inside the office space with the cheapest rent you could afford. Also, you brought your niece to work. Good luck, manager. Don't let them down. Oh boy. Alpha Gremlin. You enter the CuteShadow studio office, which resembles a messy club more than a workspace. Even though it is a late afternoon, only low-quality sunlight filters through the dust and dirt built up on the outside of the windows. Everything is dim or flickering, except for the station computers to help save on the electricity bill. I mean, understandable. Your niece, Aisha, follows you through the door and immediately cringes. Oh, Aisha, your niece sighs dramatically. Why is your crib looking like it's doom-maxing? Aisha, language, please. I have no idea what you're saying. Across the room, your close friend, Mealy, is hunched over her battle station of computers. The rigging software open, she is visibly frustrated, and her brows are furrowed as she clicks and types rapidly to no avail. Mealy sighs. Come on, work. Please, work. You walk over. Hey, Mealy, how's it go? How's everything going? She pouts and reminds you of a puppy who's just discovered the joys of tearing through stuffed toys. Terribly. The VR trackers are acting up again. I feel like I'm stuck in a staring contest with the abyss. This sounds like a you issue. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Alright then. You force a grin. I'll leave you on tech support again. For now, just drag your buddy with a webcam. You don't mention that last time tech support came, they flatly said they would start charging because your frequent messages were not part of the subscription. Just another task to add to the list. Take a seat at your desk, preparing to get through your backlog of work. You should now complete your tasks, manager, or CuteShadow Studios might go down under. Oh boy, we got tasks. Let's do tasks. What is this? Recruiting new VTubers. Begin recruitment. Andre the Giant. Okay, that's an immediate win for me. Hey there, this is Andre the Giant. I heard you're looking for someone who's passionate on your team, and I thought myself, this position was made for me. Been VTubing for a little more than a year. I'm one of the best players in the entire country. Watch me for hyper-fast reaction speeds, unwavering aim, and high-energy competitive nature. Really good at FPS games. Maybe because they think I'm cheating and want to verify. Oh boy. Competitive FPS gamers that are VTubers, and yet one, we might get bad press if she is actually aimbotting. Hey, Taylor, known as Takeheart. Streaming for a few months, I've developed a small, tight-knit community of viewers who love to watch me play romance and Yuri visual novels. Love to stream as a hobby. I'm only breaking my first chainsaw and building a career of doing what I love. In case you used to stream here and actually inspired me to start streaming. Okay, I'm Taylor's leading in my book. Getting I'm gonna stream for a few months. I like to build a community with people who feel at ease and laugh together. Oh, that sounds wholesome. Sounds like you're musically inclined. And you know what? Music vibes are wholesome and good to relax to. Be the hardest worker you know, and do it with lots of love and passion. Tofu Tog. Been so excited writing this email to you. About a year now. What an amazing journey. Racing games. Fun, cheerful space for you to relax, share some smiles. Work very hard to achieve your dreams. Lots of love. Okay, that's cute. Racing games. Between Taylor and Kenra in my book. I vote Taylor. Or we can do multiples. Okay. Not enough money. Sad. Okay, we hired Take Heart, and can I have another? We'll be further in contact with you tonight. Schedule streams. Every day you must schedule which game each of your VTubers will play on that same night. The only VTuber ready for streaming is Mealy Princess. Alright. Attention to the games you're scheduling to each VTubers can affect your revenue. Practice makes perfect. Alright, Princess. Oh my goodness. What is even down here? Good Nick. It. Ben could not swim. Okay, Do we get, like, details on these games? We just have to guess and check. Alright. Destroy all monopolies. Alright. Mealy, you're playing Destroy all monopolies tonight. I don't know what that is or how it will go. Insurance plans. Of your agency's financial seems like you may soon be in the red for a couple of weeks. Basic insurance package for your plan. Plan we package for your clients in the exact scenario. We even started $200,000 a year. Lucy funding for investors who love. That is not mean, but This is not the kind of show we're putting on. Meanwhile, Aisha has been unpacking her stuff in the background. Electronics begin to pile on a desk she claimed. She rearranged them with practiced ease, plugging in color-coordinated and labeled cables into their sockets. Aisha, why do you need 3 monitors? You couldn't possibly be focusing on all 3 at once. Well, duh. When I get bored of one screen, I can always just look at the other 2. Mealy watches Aisha with curiosity, her troubles momentarily forgotten. So what brings you here, Aisha? Do you perhaps want to be a VTuber? You know, I literally have nowhere else better to be. Your parents away somewhere? They've gone to visit my dad. Well, the funeral wasn't enough till a month from now, manager. Yeah, my parents wanted to get a head start on taking as much of Granddad's cash as possible, so that's the last place I want to be right now. Alright, Mealy, I've already scheduled your stream tonight. You're playing Destroy All Monopolies tonight. Well, that'll be fun. I love playing action games. Rotate. Rotate. Aisha leans back in her chair and starts spinning around, bored. So what do you guys even do around here? Thought working at a streaming agency would be like epic parties and fan meetups or something. Where's the big booty? Alright. I do a lot behind the scenes work. Running streams, handling production, special events, all sorts of things, really. Just a job like any other. Aisha frowns in disappointment. Wait, you don't even stream yourself? This is just work. Mess of hell, no lie. Lots of work to support talented VTubers, like Mealy over there. That's right, it's awesome, I'm so glad to be here. Each of our avatars is specially crafted. Mine is so cute. He's a princess because I always wanted to be one when I was little, and now I can play as one. A princess? Seriously? Turns her back to her setup and notices how slow everything is loading on her PC. Oh, your Wi-Fi is so slow. You guys supposed to be cool and get an audience when you have this setup. This place is like one glitch away from crashing. Can we hire Aisha to be tech support and IT? It sounds like we could use it. I know it's not the best setup, but things have been tight lately. Yeah, clearly. Couldn't you have at least have one computer made in the past decade? Decorations to make this place less depressing? Aisha points to your barren walls and glaring fluorescent writing. Most new agencies fail, but we're giving it our all, so we won't. Doing the best we can, that we can manage, Aisha. I'll have to make this place as exciting as you want it to be, but it's not that simple. It takes time and money, both of which we don't have much of right now. Get in the office in the afternoon and stream through the night. We already sleep at the office some days. If this is empty, then you definitely shouldn't see my apartment. I think things are fine the way they are. Might be hard to see, Aisha, but it's cozy here, and grows on you. With the weird stains in the cupboards. I'm just happy to be a part of CuteShadow Studio. We'll get there, Amelia. Now let's make sure everything's working okay. We're going to look into hiring new talents. We can spread out the streaming schedule. You're already streaming mostly every day. And also make it work, no matter what. So, do we just hang here all night? Sometimes, yeah. We stream and sleep when we can. So CuteShadow Studio can survive until we start turning a profit. Well, not like I have a choice. My parents kind of just dumped me here, you know. I haven't even heard from them all week. This place is as good as any, even if the Wi-Fi sucks. I know it's not much, but we're trying, one step at a time. Later that night. Ooh. Manager, hi. Work for the agency. Hi, happy to be here. Thanks so much for the opportunity. I'm super excited. I know you've been streaming for only a few months. Yeah, just a couple months, so I'm still learning and growing. To be honest, I was surprised you took me in, so I'm pretty nervous, actually. Don't be nervous. I saw your VODs and you have some amazing quirkiness. I think you have you have some quirkiness. I think you have the potential to be an amazing VTuber. It's nice of you to say, thanks. Quirkiness is something I'm still working on. I'm still getting comfortable doing this whole VTubing thing. And my online friends know about this. I haven't really told anyone in real life. I don't think I'm planning to anyway. Oh? Why not? More views the better. It's more of a fear thing, I guess. Understandable. So this one time when I showed my coworker a limited edition doll I just got, and he said, "You seem way too excited about this doll. It's for your daughter, right?" I paused for a second and said, "Yeah, it's for my daughter. It was actually for myself. I've been collecting dolls for a while now. Ever since then, I've only told a handful of people about my doll hobby. This VTubing thing feels kind of similar to that. I think it's pretty cool that you collect dolls. And please, don't feel like you'll be judged here for that. We welcome it. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. I'm very happy to be here. My day job is stressful with a lot of office politics, so being here is extremely refreshing. We're happy that you're here. Let us know if you need anything to feel more comfortable. Will do. Looking forward to working with you." Oh. And hi there, welcome to the agency. Oh, hi. I'm surprised that you accepted me. Thanks so much for the opportunity. Thank you for accepting the offer. We're happy to have you here. I couldn't believe the email at first when I opened it, so I had to reread it to make sure I wasn't dreaming. You should wake up, Kenna. Huh? Wait, is this a dream? I'm just kidding. This is all real. Oh, jeez. You almost got me worried there. By the way, your name. Kenna. I've never heard a name like that before. Oh, my name, yeah. It's actually the name I gave myself. Oh, what do you mean? I didn't really like the name my mother gave me, so I changed it to Kenna. It means fireboard. Thought it was pretty cool, so I chose that as my new name. That is pretty cool. I can see why you have it in your handle. Yes, I like my name. I like my name a lot. Honestly, I love that for you. Oh, sorry. Don't mean to sound narcissistic or anything like that. No, you deserve to have that sort of pride. Oh, don't worry about it. I love the name. Really? Oh, thank you so much. It's nice to hear that you like my name. I promise I'll work hard. Speaking of which, how did you get into VTubing? I moved last year, pretty far away from where I grew up. I don't really know anyone here. That's when I started watching VTubers and being in their communities. I love connecting with people there. I'd do something like that for other people. So I started VTubing myself. Ah, it must have been scary to move far away from home. You have a lot of courage. Oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just wanted to be somewhere new. It's been hard to make friends here. Oh, don't worry. We're so happy to invite you to our little family here at the agency. I'm sure we'll get along. Oh, I feel warm inside after reading that. I'm going to be here too, and I promise I won't let you down. Good. New hires will be ready to stream tomorrow. Aisha, why are you still up? You're going to have to ping me some more to get my attention. I have 1,000 other notifs I'm ignoring. Wait, why are you guys still up? Aren't you functioning adults with jobs? Late night to early morning is the best time to stream, so we have to adjust our schedules around this time. But don't feel like you have to stay up with us. This is her normal sleep schedule. I feel like I should tell Aisha off for staying up so late since I'm the closest approximation to an adult in the room. Even when she came over to our dorm in college, she would stay up with us while we were studying. Or not studying. Oh, you're still the same little gremlin I remember. Even though Aisha doesn't look over, you could see her eyes widen with surprise that Amelia remembered. You smile faintly at their banter, but you need to shift your attention back to more important things. Bills are due soon. Who's sending me an email this late at night? Hi, Penelope. Manager of CuteShadow Street Studio. Age 24. Registered address 523 Elm Street. I know you just hired Take Heart and cannot have another rather risky choices. Even if understandable, given that you only have 867 credits left in your bank account. I'd like to speak to you about something very close to your heart. Oh no! Oh, sorry for sliding into your private DM. Oh, concerning! Thought this would be a faster way to communicate than email. You look over to Aisha and Amelia, who are throwing crumpled balls of paper at each other. Do you have any snacks around here? No, the pantry's empty right now. You're not going out on your own at this hour. You and Aisha want to go out to buy some snacks? I can handle it on my own for some time. Manager can't be the first one to go on a break. Why don't you take Aisha on a snack break? I still got some work to do. Grab me some caffeine on the way. No phantom tax. I do wonder how many of your current strategic initiatives are driven by desperation rather than the long-term planning. Especially after the departure of your rising star, Queen of Daggers. Before you ask, let's just say I've been keeping an eye on your progress. Or should I say, your struggles. You're barely scraping by, aren't you? I don't believe you, but what do you know that can help my agency succeed? I know that your bright-eyed naivety, your insipid belief that you could run an agency on friendship has driven you close to bankruptcy. The algorithm, the views, the sponsorships, it's all predetermined. Hard work. That's what the people don't know how the game is played. You're doing everything okay for a new agency, but the game is stacked so heavily against you that it crushes new players like ants. I can change that for you. You know you shouldn't, but one glance at your funds means you can't even afford next week's rent. I have full faith in my staff, who are also my friends. We're barely treading water right now, but we'll rise again soon. But your friends have faith in you. Their homes, careers, and friendships all depend on you making the right choices. You've already wasted enough talent and time to risk CuteShadow Studios failing now. What I've observed, you have sufficient qualifications to know real business. If I told you there's a way to guarantee your agency's success, go on, my treat. Rankings.csv. Oh boy. Congratulations. You just made your first smart decision in a long time. Now that you have access to this information, the success of your agency is guaranteed. What? What happens now? Now, we make sure you get to the top. Don't worry, I'll be in touch. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But you already agreed to that the moment you downloaded the file. I didn't see any terms and conditions here. What I agreed to? I just downloaded a spreadsheet. You'll find out soon enough. Enjoy your hard-earned success. Oh boy, you've survived your first night. That's a concerning sentence. Due to you overworking yourself, you ended up passing out. No. Nice job. Watch my pop. Where about do you live? I love women. Oh, no repeat game bonus, game match bonus. Okay, so Amelia loves action games. 4 new followers. Made some money. Gained 145 money and 4 followers. Become groggy and disoriented. Your head is throbbing as you try to recall the events from last night. Was it a stress-induced nightmare? I have to get that extra shot of caffeine. Unfortunately, you could confirm that there is indeed a suspicious spreadsheet on your computer. All traces of its sender have been erased. As far as anyone would know, it would look like you altered this spreadsheet. Oh no, Mealy, Aisha, they managed to get back safely? Need to make sure they're not in danger. What? What the hell? Speaking up, rushing to the source of the noise in the kitchenette. Your mind races. Did that person somehow break into your office? What's going on here? No, my oatmeal. Microwave status is sad. The kitchen is a disaster. Smoke billows from the microwave and scattered eggshells and bits of cake batter litter the counter. Aisha stands near the sink, a whole raw egg yolk dripping from the mug in her hand. Mealy watches, looking half amused and half coy. What's going on here? It wasn't me. It wasn't Mealy's idea. Because I didn't say she had to crack the egg first. I might have, would have reminded her had she already put the mug in the oven. I thought it would have been common sense. You sigh. A whole egg in the microwave. Seriously, Aisha. Hey, the recipe said to put in one whole egg. It didn't say I had to whisk it or even crack it. The raw egg exploded. Next time, crack it first. At least it'll end up poached. And shake your head. Never mind. You two are cleaning this up now. We'll handle it, Mantra. Just wanted Aisha to loosen up a bit. Been way too shy lately. I had to wanted to welcome her the usual way. She'll make this kitchen spotless. Me? You were the one doing the hazing? Fine. We'll clean it up. Only because I still need to use the kitchen. Satisfied with their progress, you head out. Don't forget your coffee. It's avocado flavored. But Mealy's eyes are pure and innocent, as if you suddenly forgot your mere tolerance for avocado. You were already asleep by the time we got back, so enjoy. You sigh, but take the offered drink, opening the bottle on your way to your desk. It tastes surprisingly good. Decide to hide the spreadsheet in a hidden folder and return to the endless and thankless tasks ahead. Distract yourself from your worries about what you got yourself into. Well, we have many tasks. Diabolical behavior. Recently received a very inappropriate reply to one of your streams from the alpha toilet. Bro, just go to life. You should just get back to mewing until you raise your aura level. I mean, realistically, that's not a bannable offense. Remedies later. DK Pepper. My name is Kyle, mad scientist of the laboratories of DK Pepper. I have traversed the countless confines and reaches of space-time to come to this world line. I have for a future corrupt businessmen achieve world domination and control all ways of life. The only means. The only means of achieving victory of these vile men and securing the safety of our futures to help small but mighty agencies like yours rise to the top. Sponsorship. DK Pepper model. Oh my god. Or these shipments the amazing DK Pepper to fuel your ambitions. L, Psy, Kangaroo. I'm in. I have to side with a copyright-free Okabe. Networking opportunity. Gee, Princess, really? I'm a huge fan of hers. Oh boy. If y'all made figurines of her, I'd buy all of them. Seriously, all of them. Please make merch. Sorry, I digress. Should do a meet and greet too. I'd love to talk to her and have her step on me. It's coming to get the chance. Slightly decline. Schedule streams. All right. Hey, card. What is a I'm going to save here. Gary's game. Weightlifting sim. That kind of sounds fun. Skibidi Wars. Oh god. Big fucking nightmares. Cave sounds. Future Journal. British Horror Story. That's just being in England. BL. That seems very apt. BL3. Oh, okay. You and her and me and him and thou. Oh, that seems very apt. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Jekyll. Jekyll Yowie? Alright, didn't I? Cute girls doing counterterrorism. Alright, you can play Love Story. Where's cute? Oh, wait. Wait, now we can scroll. How did I? Oh, we can only scroll upwards? That hedgehog has human teeth. Hang on. Death Direct to Your Door. I love that game. Afterglow. The final prize is saxitoxin. Oh god. Like a mix of direct references and indirect references to other fun games. The Meriton of Stars. Death Direct to Your Door. Like, I genuinely remember that game from a past October. I just don't think it was called exactly that, but genuinely remember that. Sonic.png. Hang on. I want to find cute girls to do counterterrorism. Hold on, where are you? There it is. Cute girls doing counterterrorism. Have fun, princess. Whoa. Jeff the Kisser. You're gonna be harder to pick for because we need to find like relaxing vibes games. Grand crime shooter. What's the Minecraft equivalent? Oh no. Hey, rewound past that. Drat. Alright, also, shouts out to Doki Doki Lethal Company. That's a good one. Dungeons and Dynamite. That seems dangerous. Clash of Cons. Trying to find something with just good vibes for you, kinda. Let's try Honey Popsicle. Why not? Yeah, Princess is playing. Cute Ghost to encounter terrorism. Take heart. All the girls I loved before. Alright. Aisha pokes her head into the room, her arms crossed, and she looks serious. Hey. So, something came up. I was doing a bit of research on VTubers last night, and I came across something. There's this one VTuber. She quiets her tone. And trash talking me. Like, real shit. What? How do you even know about this? Let's see what the hype was about VTubers and how the agency is actually doing. Some digging, you know, normal research stuff. This person was really mean about Mealy. Mealy calls over from the kitchen. Oh? People are talking about me again? How cute. Somebody need to be handled publicly again. Also heard that CuteShadow Studios used to have another VTuber. I think their stage name was. Mealy suddenly appears in the doorway between the office and the kitchen. Whoa! We don't talk about the traitor. Her voice snaps and sharpens at the end. It's rare for her to act like this. You know where Mealy's coming from, and it's clear that she's hiding something under her usual demeanor. Can't say you don't empathize with her in that way. Okay, yikes. I didn't know it was that serious. I won't mention her again. You seize the moment to take back control of the conversation before it escalates further. Alright, enough. I'll handle the bully VTuber situation. Professionally. Professionally? Come on, shouldn't you be more mad about this? The trash talking about one of your VTubers. Maybe should call them out on the stream. Public beef. Public beef, good for drama views. Someone's got to teach them a lesson. Maybe it'll bring some publicity to them, too. That we're not afraid to fight back. Why should we don't start drama? We finish it by doing better. And just say whatever we like on stream, especially if it might backfire on Mealy. You have to stay professional, no matter how irritating it is. Start writing an email to the offending VTuber Agency. Whoa. 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 Okay. We have recently noticed some of the disparaging remarks by VTubers from one of our VTubers, one of your actors. We hope these comments made unintentionally and were not reflective of your agency's usual method of operations. We'd expect an agency of your size to know how to act professionally, but we also understand that everyone makes mistakes occasionally. We trust that this matter will be handled internally and that we won't have to speak about this again. Regards, CuteShadow Studio. Aisha pops over your shoulder. You look super pissed off for someone who's being professional. Mealy laughs, and her voice is back to its usual bell-like tone. Oh, she's good at keeping it together. Manager has more important things to do than deal with the silly squabbles, Aisha. Speaking of squabbles, how do you even keep up with all the VTuber drama? It's like non-stop. Another day, another drama. Keeping up with other agencies' drama is usually the least of my concerns. Aisha grins, rapidly tapping her hands on your chair. Well, you know, need someone to help keep track of all the hot gossip. I'm perfect for that. I'm online all the time anyway. Do it. Do it. Do it. She would be an asset to your agency, you know it. You turn back your head to look at Aisha. Seems cheerful and surprisingly focused. First time you've seen her like this. And you do have to watch over her anyway. You know, you might actually be right. I could use someone to handle our social media, monitor comments, manage the fan base, and deal with issues like this. Someone young, energetic, with a lot of free time. Why are you looking at me like that? You mean like a job? More like a family favor, unpaid internship. Good for exposure. You pat Aisha's shoulder and she reacts like a disgruntled cat. You stand with me anyways, it's perfect. It's one of the most brilliant ideas you've had in a while. Your genius is almost frightening. Work? This can't be. You can't do this to me. Are you sure, Aisha? Don't you remember the fun times we had when you used to come over? You still see us as your friends, right? Right? Aisha records the dark edge in Mealy's voice and raises her hands, laughing with a nervous thrill. Don't you want to help your auntie and her bestie save their beloved agency and the source of your Wi-Fi? Okay, fine, I'll do it. Wow, you two are intense. Mealy immediately brightens and pulls Aisha into a hug. Yay, we can spend more time together. Aisha rolls her eyes but hugs Mealy back. Gats out for the Rizzler. You can take the chicken dinner home this time. You laugh silently, feeling more hopeful than yesterday, and join the hug. You're hired. Welcome to the team. Staff count +1. Later that night. After a quick stop at your apartment to shower, nap, pick up a change of clothes, Aisha, Mealy, and you are back at the office. Though your desk is wedged in the corner of the room for privacy, Aisha and Mealy are sitting closely side by side, practically sharing a desk. Mealy gestures to Aisha to take a bite of her instant noodles, and Aisha trades her a sip of coconut water. Scheduled Taylor played To All the Girls I Loved Before, which is part of the romance genre. We've unlocked a special stream.
That ending. Wow. God, I gotta wipe my face. Man, this is why I love this stuff.
Cute.
These Yuris, they just know how to tug on my heartstrings. Anyway, who's next? Oh, I see a lot of suggestions, but I still don't know who to choose. Sorry, everyone, I'm indecisive. Why don't we do a poll?
There you go.
Okay, the results are in and... Oh, it's spread across the board.
Pick random.
Let's just go with this girl. I liked her in the last route, so... Sorry if I offend anyone. I promise I'll make it to the other routes.
Oh, you're doing your best. Hi, just checking in to see how you're doing. Hey, doing well. A couple streams I felt nervous and anxious, but my viewers didn't seem to notice or mind, so that's good. Glad to hear it's going well. We'll get better in no time, trust me. You're doing great. I hope so, but you know who's been helping me a lot lately? Mealy. Knows how much I'm in my head, and she's given me some pointers to help with that. Been helping a lot, actually. Awesome to hear Mealy's helping you. She's good. Yeah, the other day I showed her my dog collection. She couldn't stop admiring them. Uh-oh, sounds like you opened Pandora's box. Oh, yeah. She aggressively demanded I show her more of my collection. She was asking me what she should get too. Sounds like you're fitting quite well around here. Yeah, I can't be like this, or show this side of me at my day job. You have to be buddy-buddy with the higher-ups to make it up the ladder, and of course they're all into typical guy stuff. One weird quirk or hobby they have, they'll oust you. Jeez, that sounds fun. Very fun. At least it pays well. Maybe someday this VTuber thing will take off and I can quit. That's your dream, we'll help you get there. Thanks. Even if that doesn't happen, I wouldn't mind. My viewers have been so lively in chat lately. See all these emojis and cheering going on, even when I think I'm boring or nervous. It's making more money, just a nice bonus. I love it. If you feel like you're not happy here, please tell me. Oh no, all of you have been so accepting and supportive. Very glad to be here. I'm very glad to have you. Awesome to see your growth so far, to keep at it. Yes ma'am, will do. Seem to be the kind of game for her? Special stream.
Hi, everybody. Looks like we have a small group today. I hope everyone's having a pleasant day or evening. Oh, how am I doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Oh, you like my hair? That's nice of you. I'm sure your hair looks good too. Is everyone having a good hair day? Oh, someone dropped. Maybe he's having a bad hair day.
Oh.
Well, I wish all of you have hair that looks wonderful and gorgeous. If it's not, then I hope I can make your day a little better, at least. Anyways, let's get this party started.
Hi, Kenna. Just checking in. How you doing? Hey there. Doing good. How about you? As well. Just going over your metrics the other day. Noticed there's been a dip. Oh no. Oh no. Am I getting fired? Oh no. Sorry. Didn't mean to be honest like that. Just wanted to see if you need some help or coaching, that's all. I'm not firing you. Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. Thanks for the confusion. Didn't think of the worst case scenario. Thank you for offering help. Really rated my stream the other day, so that helped liven up the chat for a bit. Got some more followers after that raid. It's great to hear that Mealy's been helping you. Yeah, she's wonderful. Talking to her and popping into her streams. You're so cheerful and energetic and pretty. She makes me feel right at home. I wonder what it was like growing up for her to be that way. Mealy's very talented and cares about the people here. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're getting your bearings and learnings. I'm sure you'll see success in no time. I do hope so too. Everyone here is so kind and thoughtful. I don't have anyone close to me, not even family. It's starting to feel a little warm here. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Kenna. My job is to make you feel supported and get everything you need. Or feel down? I'm doing a bad job, you can tell us with no judgment. Oh no, you're doing wonderful. I'm so happy that you took a chance on me, even though I don't have much experience. Work even harder to get my numbers up, it's a promise. Love the spirit, keep it up. Ooh. Hey manager, you should check out that VTuber has been trash talking Mealy. They're live right now. You do whatever you want, but I have better things to do than watch another agency stream. For research purposes, gotta stay informed so we can take them down with the power of well-timed memes. Thank you, Aisha, but I don't care what they say. It's just noise. Alright, fine, I'll put on the background. You pull up the stream, already dreading the pennies that's about to unfold.
So apparently someone didn't like me saying the truth about their precious princess.
Mistress Harpy, somehow that seems apt. Let's... Oh, hey.
Guess what? Besides being a talentless lowlife, she's also a snitch.
Whoa.
Yeah, she tattled on me to my agency, but do I care? No. Cause guess what? Their sad little agency is like nothing compared to ours.
Her chat full of laughing emojis and support from her fans. Wow, what a winner. Real mature. How original, projecting their insecurities onto others online where they're protected behind a screen. Alright, I've heard enough. She's just baiting us for more drama to drive up views. Not giving her the satisfaction of a response. She'll get what's coming to her. What? Oh, hi. Gina Williams and vmail.com. Gina Williams, January 2001. Holy shit, 2 phone numbers. Bluebell Academy of Arts, online content creator, Team Victory. Hey, am I reading that right? Is this that bitch's actual real name? That's not just her agency's address, is it? You nod automatically, but are stunned, wondering at the likelihood of this coincidence. Wait, you got the email too? Even our official agency email got it. And if we were sent this information, it's likely other, less conscientious people have it too. Yeah, definitely doxing, but I didn't expect this on my first day. I've seen enough internet drama to know where this leads. Very exciting. No, they're not. This is very serious. I hope you like your gift. Who the hell are you? This was you, wasn't it? It's insane. What are you? Less than symbol 3. Once again, any trace of communication with that mysterious individual has disappeared. Karma hit her like a truck. I don't think this was a random stroke of bad luck. I'm going to have to report this to the police. That was certainly an eventful second night. It does not seem as if any of your VTubers were affected directly by the incident. They also received the same email. Better report this to the police tomorrow. But for now, good night. Oh, damn. That's what I get revenge. Don't mess with CuteShadow Studio. I found my new mommy. For $1.99. Good job. Gained a lot of money. CEO, that agency was directly under your jurisdiction. Would not authorize an information release on that asset. Explain yourself now. I'm investigating how this information was leaked. CuteShadow Studios received a gross benefit for this altercation. If I were a conspiracist, this would look like a direct attack against our portfolio. Unexpected things happen all the time. And is it not your job to ensure that doesn't happen? Sort out this mess immediately. We will have to seize your vested interest. Understood, Director. Next day, you're pacing around your cluttered desk, a phone to your ear. You just finished explaining the situation to the non-urgent police hotline. It took over an hour of listening to outdated elevator tunes before someone would pick up. Yep, that sounds very serious indeed. We'll definitely send over a cybercrime specialist straight away. Okay, busy work, right? Okay, ma'am, we'll have someone over there within the hour. Thank you for your call, and keep yourself safe. Right, thank you, officer. I appreciate it. Just quickly, the police officer ends the call. Look around the small office and decide it is time for a caffeine pick-me-up. However, the fridge is empty again. Kidneys groan as you turn toward the other desks where Amelia and Aisha are sitting. Point to a note hanging from the fridge by a cute computer magnet. Pantry's empty, so I'm gonna stock up the supplies before the officer arrives. If they come early, just let them in. Aisha's half listening, primarily focused on spinning around her chair. Yeah, Popo, let a stranger in. Got it, manager. Hold down the fort, manager. You throw them both a quick slap before grabbing your bag and heading out of the office. Our revenue for today is higher than usual, but Paul is still digesting the news. Ranking had shot up overnight. We're in the top 200. I don't know what's going on, but I should do what I can to support the investigation. The manager waved and unspoken camaraderie to stop working and mess around fills the room. Hey, Neely, want to see how fast I can type this sentence with my eyes closed? Of course, go ahead. Check this out. Aisha closes her eyes and starts furiously typing on the keyboard, some of her fingers missing the keys. She never uses backspace. Oh. Lily looks over with a raised concern. Aisha, dear, you can't respond to people like that on our official social media account. You might get us banned. The sound of knocking interrupts the conversation. Lily stands up. Look at the door. That must be the officer. Wait, how can we be sure? It's a murder or a crazy fan who managed to find our location. Oh, I beat the crap out of them, of course. Your emotional support is my power-up, no matter who's behind the door. Amelia slowly approaches the door, Aisha behind her. There's silence as Amelia peers through the people and only sees the brim of a detective's hat. Finally, she opens the door. Oh. Ma'am? Good morning. I'm trainee Detective Cassidy from the Cybercrimes and Forensic Department. According to the recent harassment of the online personality, she trails off and her tired, monotone voice shifts into shock. What the hell are you doing here, traitor? Ooh. Ooh. That's, Casey steps back, taken off guard by the intensity of Mealy's reaction. Mealy, what are you doing here? Mealy interrupts, swinging her arms furiously behind her. Come to gloat about your new flourishing career? It's very, very... Are you sure you won't ditch this one like how you left us when things got tough? Thought you were too good for us, huh? Honestly, we're not interested. You can go crawl back to the hole you came from. Aisha pops her head from behind Mealy and waves, disrupting the tension. Wait, weren't you the pretty friend that always hung around? Wow, you've got like a whole detective thing going on now. Got any gruesome murders you can talk about? Mealy hisses. Your friend wouldn't have abandoned us. You walked down the hallway with a grocery bag filled with carefully selected items from your online coupon book of caffeine with week and ready drink bottles. Morning, officer. Thank you for coming. Shall we take this inside? You know the tension is sparking. You gesture for her to enter the room, and you realize who she actually is. What's going on? You pause, your eyes finally landing on the face under the detective hat. Sensation slowly dawns, and your heart feels squeezed. Casey? Yeah, the traitor just strolling on by like nothing happened. You nod, looking between Aisha's wide eyes, Mealy's scowl, and Casey's downturned head. You suspect that Aisha probably said something explosive again. You need to defuse the situation. Mealy, can you look after Aisha for a bit? Go blow up another one of those mug cakes. You hand her the bag of groceries. She clenches the bag. Sounds more fun than whatever's going on over here. Aisha skips behind her, seemingly clueless. Turn back to Casey, awkwardly scratching the back of your head. You both walk in and close the door behind you. Sorry about that. Aisha probably something weird, right? She's new at the job, but she's mostly harmless. Casey shakes her head. It's fine. It's my fault. I didn't know this is where your new office was. Sorry for not keeping in touch. Life got busy, you know. Stand awkwardly. Unsure how to bridge the gap between you. Your ears thick with unspoken words. Oh, you're a detective now. That's a quick turnaround. Casey shrugs. Well, so this are back to parking tickets. Still a rookie. The other person in the department is a fossil single-handedly servicing your IT systems. It's not as glamorous as you're thinking. It seems pretty boring compared to what you're doing. You faintly smile. You always did know how to undersell yourself. So what happened last night? Looks like you're living the viral dream. You knew you could do it. Wince, not knowing how to respond. Try to banish last night from your thoughts, and now that particular success was not hard-earned. Casey was still a marble statue, calm as usual. Wouldn't call this dream quite yet, and barely keeping things afloat. It's about the doxing. Information that was leaked wasn't anything too personal, and was mostly stuff that anyone could dig up with enough effort. Nothing more that you need to do. If you ever receive any more information regarding this case, do let us know straight away. I doubt you have much to do with this anyway. For a split moment, you vaguely remember what happened last night. Did that chat really happen? Couldn't find any trace of it the next day. Maybe it was some unrelated prank. Not a big enough deal to take up more of Casey's time. Avert your gaze. Thanks, Casey. Guess you'll be leaving now to do your important detective things. Casey steps back. Hand on the door handle, but there's a sluggishness to her movements. She opens it and turns her head back with a slightly shaky smile. Well, I hope I won't have to hear from you again. No, wait, I meant... Keep yourself out of trouble. Except for a handshake? Was it a hug? Wave goodbye instead. Not trusting your voice to say the right words. Take care, Penny. Just keep being yourself. Casey walks out the door, and you watch in silence as you fail to stop her from leaving once and for all. It has been a long day. What? Oh no. My name is My name is Charles. I'm a manager for the cheeky, chummy, colorful clown crew. We're a cheerful crowd of clown VTubers who love to make people smile, laugh, and have a captivating time. I'd love to ask if you'd be courteous to collab with us. We loved watching Queen of Daggers when she was around, and be honored to work with you all. Not sure what these affect. Casey's not here anymore. Dear manager, I'd like to formally apologize for my actress behavior. It's not how we run things at our agency. I'd like to clean this up. Any animosity between us doing a collab together. Come on over to our office tomorrow. I'd love to have a chat. Victor. What? I'm just the sales rep sending you a call you must probably believe what I said. Is my straight to the point attitude to get your attention? Great. I saw that your agency's up and coming and you have eventually look to upscale your VR tech. Innovative, state-of-the-art, game-changing, forward-looking, visionary, unreal VR tech. Catapult your viewership and knock away your competition. You didn't believe in our product. Demo on a 125 credit gift card for 50,000 credits. You like free money, don't you? Just give us $50,000 and we'll give you a 125 gift card to Carrabba's Italian Grill. No thanks. Dream time. The challenge is going to be finding a game that suits Kenna. Big fucking nightmares. Can pick something. Sad Santa. Maybe we'll have you try Sad Santa. Ooh, have Mealy play Lollipop Beatdown. Catherine fully dressed. What is this reference? Just the way you are. The thing, it's genuinely like this is guess and check to figure out what the genre is, maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking too much into it, but what would you play last time? Oh, there's MegaCraft. Oh no, we're not gonna touch Gay Sex Siege. We're not that kind of company. Is this romance? Suppose we'll find out. Doki Doki Lethal Company. Where's Lollipop Big Beatdown? I know you're somewhere. Honey Popsicle. Oops. Oh no. We're not playing Gay Sex Siege. Go away. Chip X Iceberg. Oh, why is it dark? Why is it in this column? Master Chef Battle Royal. Alright, chipped up a little bit. Is the original duty calls in here? Yeah, we play duty calls. Well, I suppose duty calls would be a better game if we had the FPS gal. Can we find you MegaCraft? BL2, BL3. The front rooms? Did we try Roblox with you? I don't think I did. I think you could vibe with just doing some chill Minecraft. There it is, Megacraft. Alright, let's see how this goes. Back at your desk, with Aisha and Mealy sitting nearby, idly chatting with each other while eating something brown-shaped and cake-like from their mugs. You whistle to gain their attention. Alright, just got off the phone with Team Victory's manager. We're officially collaborating with them next week. Aisha's eyes wide with surprise, but Mealy leans back, nodding along. Mealy also points at a mug with holding something that resembles a brownie, gesturing toward you. Wait, Team Victory? Is that the same agency that had that trash talker VTuber who called out Mealy and then got doxxed? Why would you want to work with them? Clay responding by taking and eating the brownie. Mealy shrugs, seemingly unbothered. It's just business, Aisha. Sometimes you have to put on a fake smile and play nice. If they're useful to us, let's use them. They're more highly ranked. Maybe they're doing some of this as a little act of charity to smooth over any ruffled feathers in that drama. Or if they're doing this to sabotage us, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer, so you can reach over and stab them in the back if you must. Mealy scowls over a mug. Mealy's right. Well, ignoring the stabbing part, we need this collab. Team Victory's numbers are huge. Right now, we need anything that can boost our agency's visibility and keep us afloat. It's not about liking them, it's about survival. I get it. Still feels wrong, you know. Working with people tied to people who hurt our Mealy. Mealy grins. Gonna do what it takes to stay in the game. Jumps to ruffle Aisha's hair. Well, this game sucks. Aisha swats Mealy's hand with their spoon, leaving a chocolate streak on her skin. Only if you lose. Mealy steals a bite from Aisha's mug and holds it high above her so Aisha can't steal it back. Aisha instead reaches for your mug, like a cat trying to trick you into giving it food. You will allow her to take it. Anyway, we don't have the luxury of the moral high ground right now. This collab could skyrocket our agency or kill us. Words more directed at yourself, but Mealy and Aisha stop fighting momentarily to nod. This has to work. We have one shot, and I have Taylor and Kevin depending on me. Choose correctly. Can't afford to mess this up. The curve of doubt crosses your mind as you think of Casey. You weren't enough for her. Nonetheless, you turn back to the scheduler. You simply have to become enough for her. Another day, another night. That seems to be the kind of game for her. Okay.
Anyone out there in chat?
Oh no.
How's everyone's night going? Oh, there's a few people that dropped. That's okay. Our party is still going strong. I'm sure they all just got sleepy. Oh, you're going to bed too? That's okay. I appreciate you dropping by, even if it was just for a little while. Looks like it's just
Oh no.
another person now. Thank you for staying up with me. I know you could have chosen another big streamer over me. So, I'm happy you decided to watch me instead, even if you do have to go to sleep soon too.
Oh. Part of the romance genre. Alright.
Oh, that was good. I'm so glad that it all worked out for her. I was super worried that we're gonna give her a bad ending. Well, that's another route down. Let's see, who's the next one? Ah, it's that girl. Let's see. Don't do her route. She's a complete tool. It's not that good anyway. I mean, she was pretty mean in the main route. But there has to be a reason she's like that, right? How about we do another poll? Okay, survey says... Oh, wow, a lot of you must not like her. You know what? I'm gonna play her route anyway. I don't know, I just feel like I have to know what's going on with her.
Good take. Good take.
Maybe she'll get a redemption arc. Those are my favorite.
Have you had a good day, Missy? Wow, a collab with a big agency. Moving up in the world, I see. If you are behind the doxing, you need to stop. We don't need your help. We can succeed in other ways. My dear, it's fairly obvious that you will fail as you take my freely offered help and stay the course. I have too many people depending on me to succeed. Making this spreadsheet was a moment of weakness. I regret it. Please don't help us. Stop. What am I, water faucet? No, after River breaks the dam, all you can do is watch the flood. We're to visit Team Victory's office tomorrow. Hopefully it will be enough to save you from bankruptcy. Woof woof. So this is what my son watches in his free time. Not bad. I'm better than you. Gain some money. You, Aisha, and me, they walk into Team Victory, run by someone known as Victor. Contrast is stark. The office is modern, meticulously designed with a chandelier that reflects the tiny kaleidoscopes of all the employed VTubers on the polished marble floors. Aisha whispers to Mealy, but it's loud enough that you would probably half the lobby can hear. This place is insane. It's like the polar opposite of our office. Mealy grins mischievously. Yeah, no microwaves with exploded eggs, that's for sure. Oh, hi, Casey. As you walk deeper into the building, the sliding glass doors separating the rest of the office out the lobby open, and Casey walks past you, catching you off guard. Unable to come up with a charismatic greeting, you want everyone to be the best if you pretended not to see her. Hey, Casey. Casey pivoted awkwardly, as if she was caught trying to sneak away. With her mouth mid-chew, the half-eaten sandwich in her hand. What are you guys doing here? Pitching a smile. Seems a little forced around the edges. Casey, what are you doing here? I was here to see my dad. I'm off duty today. Wait, your dad works here? Casey chokes for a split second, then chuckles. Her hair curls around her face with a movement. Yeah. Dad VTuber? There's a brief silence as you nod along, but try to put the pieces together. Then, almost in sync with Mealy and Aisha, you whip your head to stare at Casey, who stands there nonchalantly. What? She stumbles back in shock, and even Mealy, who is usually in a floaty haze, crinkles her eyes. Your dad owns this agency. Casey shrugs again. Yeah. Surprise? Quite the surprise, huh? Oh, sir? Sir? Hello? Before anyone can respond, the head of the agency, Victor, enters the room with his trademark calm, collected demeanor. You feel a momentary pang of envy at his crisp, pressed suit that seems worth more than the entirety of CuteShadow Studios' current earnings. Victor holds out a tray of apple juice, soda, wine, and various refreshments poured in double-walled glass cups. It seems you've met my daughter, Cassidy. Don't know what your niece likes to drink, so I brought some apple juice, which Cassidy always liked at that age. He holds out the apple juice to Aisha with a warm smile as if the situation is as commonplace as air. Aisha swipes the glass from his hand and starts bouncing, only remembering to say thank you after she takes a sip. Thanks. Victor turns to you, his tone polite, but his eyes slightly narrowed, as if there was a hint of calculation in even this greeting. Why don't you and Cassidy join me in my office for a quick chat? And Cassidy? And Aisha, Mealy, feel free to explore the office. If you're at any of our talent, don't be shy. Say hello. Try not to get into any fights. Cassidy nods wordlessly and sidles over to you, while Aisha and Mealy exchange looks before wandering off to explore. You follow Victor into his office. It's always lovely to see fresh faces in the industry. Say, do you two happen to know each other? Both of you are acting very strange. I guess. Casey shifts in her seat and takes a long sip of her drink. You look at how she hides her face and looks toward the wall, and you keep your gaze concentrated on Victor. Even though my daughter threw away everything she's worked for, along with every advantage she's been given and earned, just to become a detective, I'm sure she'll be the best detective the world has ever seen. Goodness gracious, we all have some strong feelings about that girl. She's always had a fondness for taking the road less traveled, but that's just one of the many things that makes her special. Dad. Apologies for keeping you a little longer, Cassidy. I just need to finish this meeting with Miss Penelope, and then we'll be on our way. You know, the funny thing is, Cassidy used to have this girlfriend when she was in college, and the way you two are sitting there not looking at each other reminds me of the way she used to act whenever she would talk about her with me. Oh dear. Shame it never followed through, Cassidy. I thought you had it in the bag. Cassidy waves her hands in a slashing motion. We weren't dating. Dad, why are you like this? Your eyes widen in surprise. We weren't like that. We were... Victor laughs and looks between you. Keep your eyes on him, even though your cheeks are hot and probably flushed. Does he know? I think he knows. I think he's just fucking with us. Oh my goodness, that was you. How did I not notice? I remember Cassidy would say stuff like, oh, Penny's so smart, Penny's so kind, Penny sings so well in the shower. Uh-oh. Must have gotten the wrong impression. Cassidy is glaring daggers. Well, I think you lost out. You won't find anyone better than Cassidy, I assure you. Dad, seriously? Don't say another word. bite your lip as if it would stop the blush from reaching your ears, and chance a glance at Casey, who was glaring at her father, her cheeks tinged with a faint blush. Victor clears his throat and steers the conversation back to the topic at hand. Now, back to business. I think this would be a good opportunity for both agencies to benefit from each other mutually. CuteShadow Studio might be new, but I can see the potential if it has. We take advantage of your recent popularity. My agency's strengths are obvious, of course. We're well established and highly ranked, but it's a boring way of getting to know each other. Pauses. I suggest we do a talent swap. A talent swap? Yes. It would be beneficial for our VTubers to see what it's like at another agency, especially one still in the startup phase. Oh god. Change of scenery, new synergies. Fresh way of thinking. I'll take Mealy, and you'll take Casey. Whoa. What? Casey immediately stiffens, her eyes widening in disbelief. Casey's voice is rough, but definitely annoyed. You know this tone very well. I don't even work here, Dad. Talent swap doesn't make any sense. Why not ask one of any other VTubers? Victor shakes his head with a smile on his face. You get the impression that Casey's response was expected. It's not about whether you work here or at CuteShadow Studio. It's about experience, especially what you missed out on by choosing to become a detective. Why aren't you working on a cybercrime case? You might learn something useful. Think of it as field research. Casey's frustration has clearly bubbled over because she stands up with her fists clenched and swings her bag around her. God damn it! Sometimes I just can't be in the same room as you. I'm leaving. Enjoy your dinner by yourself. Casey storms out the door, muttering under her breath. Victor watches her with the same calm expression as if her reaction was exactly what he expected. After seeing them side by side, you can notice echoes of that expression in Casey's poised, detective demeanor, as if they are both accustomed to wearing the same masks. Brilliant, I'll take that as a yes. You stand up wanting to follow her, but Victor gestures for you to sit down. Now. We still need to discuss business. She won't go far. She never does. He twirls a pen in his hand. Don't worry, I'll look after Mealy. In the meantime, you two have fun. I won't ask her to do something she doesn't want to do. She's made her stance on working with me very clear. I know you have your own way of doing things that have worked out very well for you, but I don't make decisions for my team without talking it over with them. Victor leans forward with a knowing smile. I understand, but you see, building something like this requires more than hard work and talent. It takes a willingness to use every resource available, people, connections, even moments of weakness. A good manager knows when to use or dispose of tools that no longer serve them, and to sharpen the best tools protecting them as well. Notice the calculated ploy of wanting Mealy, but not wanting to actually lend one of his talents. You frown. I'm not sure if I can see my team as tools. It's my job to protect them, but not to use them. Victor hums. That's cute. But don't you think it's more important to keep the lights on? Platitudes don't pay the bills. At the end of the day, you need results, and I can only do so much for you with this collab if you're not willing to do what it takes to get what you want. You pause, thinking it over. Wait, you want me to talk to Cassidy into joining the agency? Your words, not mine, miss, but it's not a bad idea. Of course, I'll treat your friends as if they were my own family, so you should catch up with Cassidy. Oh boy, The last thank you and a goodbye, you step out of the office, deep in thought. Aisha and Mealy are walking through the gleaming, very shiny office. The doors are so clear that Aisha almost accidentally walks into one until Mealy pulls her through the open door. Oh wow, this place is so much cooler, like no contest. Can't believe we work in a shoebox compared to this. Mealy walks beside her, swinging her arms with her usual cheerful energy. Yeah, it's fancy, but I still prefer our place. Aisha looks at her, confused. That dump? Why? Because that has everyone and everything I care about in one place. Doesn't matter if the building's a little shabby. Aisha stops in her tracks. She's staring at Mealy, suddenly unsure how to process what she said. What do you mean everyone you care about? Mealy is still smiling, seemingly oblivious to Aisha's discomfort. Of course I mean you two, our tiny internet goblin. Why do you always gotta make things weird? Is there anything that'll make you stop? Aisha fumbles and gives up a response, but walks closer to Mealy. Oh. Before long, they ran into a group of girls, some of the talent team at Victor's agency. One of them, tall and with a smug smirk that seems firmly etched into their face, looks at Mealy and Aisha as if they are both beneath her. Oh, look at this. We'll be collaborating with newbies. So cute. How did fresh puppies like you manage to join the big dogs? Mealy shines with the most angelic smile. Oh, I wouldn't expect you to understand the power of actually having a personality. Why should I take the opinion of an e-girl with a thirst trap seriously? Especially one who can't even remember to wipe her mouth after eating. Ooh. Aisha stifles a gasp, her eyes lighting up. She tugs on Mealy's sleeve. Wait, isn't that the same girl who bullied you and got doxxed? Your face darkens, clearly insulted. And what's to you, kitten? Do you think you know anything about this industry? Go cry home to your parents. Aisha's excitement falters at the sting of the words, and Mealy raises her chin and steps forward, keeping Aisha behind her. You're a VTuber, so it won't be a problem if I beat the ugly out of your face. Ooh. Before anything can escalate further, the door is swinging open and Victor steps in with a calm but authoritative voice. Hello, talented people. Lovely to see you are both met. Now let's save the energy for the streams, right? Oh boy. Gina scowls but doesn't say anything else. Victor turns to Mealy and Aisha. I apologize that you were not met with a warm welcome. Doxing has been very stressful for her. Let me walk you out. Aisha looks down. When she speaks, her voice is quiet. Need to use the bathroom first. He nods. Of course, it's just down the hall. Aisha walks off toward the restroom, and Victor is left to entertain Mealy in the meantime. Victor maneuvers Mealy toward a tastefully decorated white couch at the corner of the lobby, where no passerby can overhear. I've watched some of your streams, Mealy. You have real talent. I can see why your fans love you. Mealy jolts her head, seemingly surprised by the compliment, but brushes it off with a soft laugh. Oh, thank you. I just do what feels right. It's about having fun and being honest, right? Sometimes I feel like more like myself when I'm talking behind an avatar. Victor watches thoughtfully. I understand, but there's always new ways to hone your craft, right? Don't waste your potential. Are there any questions you have for me? We do run a very successful agency. I'd be glad to help. Mealy pauses. Away from her friends, her usually playful attitude seems to falter. There's something vulnerable about her expression. Something almost childlike in how intensely her eyes burn with her desire to help her friends. What can I do to make sure CuteShadow Studio succeeds? Oh. This little park carved into the commercial zone is quiet, with the sun on the cusp of disappearing for the night. Casey's sitting against a bench by the trees, slouching slightly as she stares ahead, deep in thought. As you approach, Casey glances at you. She doesn't hate you. Well, that's encouraging, but it'll be up to you to initiate a conversation. Hey, I'm sorry for what happened there. You know, Penny, I hope that by leaving the VTuber stage behind, my dad could finally get off my back. Becomes more agitated. Oh, I swear, living with my dad is impossible. Nothing I do is ever enough. It's always today's today, tomorrow's another chance to improve. And A grade isn't something to be proud of. He said I should have gotten an A+. Now I have to be the best goddamn detective in the world. Maybe he just has high expectations because he believes in you. I mean, any project you end up joining always succeeded. Casey shakes her head. It's not magic, it's not talent. I work hard to finish what needs to get done, and it's still not enough for him. What he's putting me on a pedestal, the next time I'm a lazy, ungrateful child. What the hell does he want from me? Casey pauses and smiles ruefully. I am glad to see you too, Penny. I'm just really upset with my dad right now. You nod, but say no words. You sit in comfortable silence for a long, drawn-out moment as the sun sinks steadily behind the trees, yellow light streaming past the green leaves like a stained glass window. The light starts fading. Consciously or unconsciously, Casey and you move closer together. Wouldn't it be nice if time would just stop, you know? Like stay in this little bubble of time where I can enjoy the moment without constantly thinking about what I have to do next. Yeah. No bills to worry about. No crushing weight of expectations for my overcooked dreams. It'd be nice to just sit down and enjoy the breeze. I know it looks like my dad is all this and that, but you really shouldn't work with him. It's a one-way street to hating yourself. In the distance you see Aisha running towards you. Flailing her arms like the teenager she is, seemingly excited about just being able to move. The sight brings soft chuckles from you both. My dad's gone now. A lot's happened since we last talked. Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here moping and I haven't even asked about how you were. Don't sweat it. He died happy. It wasn't so bad. Just feel bad for Aisha. He was a better parent for Aisha than her actual parents. I feel like he'd want me to look after her, but even that sounds a bit much for me. Remember when she would hang out with all of us at college when she was still just a little girl? Look at her. She might look cute, but don't let that fool you. Aisha has a mouth on her. Foul, but really honest. Casey laughs, reminiscing. Maybe she learned it from Mealy back in college. Remember Mealy used to get our club in trouble every time someone insulted us? She'd charge right in and start fights with no hesitations. Her words were her sword, and she always came swinging. Yes, I remember. Always defending us, even when we didn't need it. She was ready to throw a chair at someone for mispronouncing our club name. Simpler times when we did what we loved for the fun of it all. We didn't worry about making a living or that what we had to do was to succeed the next day. No agency, just us goofing about in our little club. God, I miss those days. When Mom was still around, Dad seemed like he was happy. Aisha arrived, slightly out of breath, grinning wildly. Specks of grass clinging to her pants. Hey guys, have you seen Mealy? She's probably still with Victor, right? Maybe. I thought she would have finished up by now. You look over to Casey, but she shares in her confusion. Why does Mealy hate you now? Weren't you friends before? I did leave without saying goodbye to her. I guess I deserved it. Aisha grins, scrunching her face with a bit of mischief. Did you guys get in a love triangle? No, that is not what happened. You know, I think the manager likes your... Sorry, that was the sound of my soul escaping from my nose just now. I have to read this sentence aloud. You know, I think the manager likes your gat. I've read that as gat butt. You know, I think the manager likes your gat, but she has the skivity toilet Ohio Alvarez. Oh my god. Amazing. Sorry, what? We can understand what Aisha said. Victor approached, with Mealy slightly behind him. Both seemed relaxed and smiling as if they had finished a pleasant conversation. Well, don't we all look like one big happy family? Casey quickly stands up, her posture stiffening. She is shorter than Victor, but her back is just as straight and her expression is as resolute as before, as stone. She exchanges a glance with Mealy before looking at her dad. Dad, we should get going. Victor gives her a sly smile and nods. Of course. Casey walks away with her father while Mealy slides on over and takes her spot on the bench. Casey looks back briefly at you, range of emotions flashing across her face, but they are gone with the sunlight. You watch Casey and her dad leave, then becoming smaller and smaller silhouettes in the rapidly darkening night. Got real concerned when they found out that Casey's dad owns the competing agency here. But it makes more sense than why Casey would want to leave. She wants to get out of that shadow of her dad's famous agency. Because her dad was probably pressuring her to join. Aware of her own activities on the internet and high school club stuff. Her dad is pressuring her to join. And she just wanted out of it all, hence why she bailed on us, too. Makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more understandable. You sigh. We should all get going as well. Back at the office? Oh, that was too much. That was way too much time touching grass. I need to recharge. Nap time. Curls up on the beaten-up couch in the corner, already half asleep by the time her body hits the cushions. Watch her for a moment before returning to Mealy, who is unusually quiet as she scrolls through her phone at her desk, who adopt a pleading tone. Mealy, do you still want to go through with this collab? I know it'll bring in more views. After seeing how Victor runs his agency, it might be better if we keep it to ourselves, like usual. If you're not feeling up to it, that's okay. We can put it off for another time. Mealy pauses. Her phone is frozen in place on her phone screen. When she does look up, her expression isn't the cheerful one that she usually has. Her eyes are sharp and cutting. Why are you changing your mind all of a sudden? Her voice is flat. This about Casey again? Are you really so stuck on her that you can't see that CuteShadow Studio can move forward just fine without her? Because honestly, it's starting to feel like you're holding us back now. The words sting, but Mealy continues, clenching her phone tightly. Look, Penelope, I'm a proud member of CuteShadow Studio and I want us to succeed. I'll put on the face people want to see on stream, whether or not I actually want to be there. That's my job. You should keep doing yours. Don't get lost in dreams of the past that are now dust. Yikes. There was a heavy silence, and Mealy's words hang and lengthen the distance between you two. Mealy doesn't wait for your answer, and she turns back to her phone with a finality that leaves no room for debate. The collab will go through tonight. You nod, then head back to your desk, your mind racing. The conversation is over, but it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. Later that night, the collab with your VTubers and victors went ahead as planned.
Aw, who wouldn't love such fluffy dogs? They're cuties.
Yeah, even lowlifes can occasionally have good taste.
Oh boy.
I think we need to clear something up. You've been saying some really mean things about me on stream. Care to explain why?
Oh, please. You can't take a little banter? Lighten up, princess. It's just entertainment.
Calling me a snitch on stream is entertainment? That's more than banter. That's a hurtful lie. Especially as we were trying to help you.
Snitch, liar. I'm giving our fans. I don't need your help. It's not my fault you can't keep up.
Oh boy.
Guys, we're still on stream here. Maybe we should focus on the game.
Oh dear. You've gotten yourself into something.
If you had any semblance of talent, you wouldn't need to trash talk you VTubers to stay relevant. You want to stand out? Do something original instead of relying on drama.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Original? Says the one still using webcam tracking for their avatar rating. Maybe get a real setup before you come out.
I trust my fans to see my shining personality that comes through. Content with a heart will always be flashy visuals.
A lot of big words from someone with less followers than me.
Please stop. We don't need to do this right now.
Kennedy, Taylor, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have dragged you into this.
At least my followers aren't a bunch of
Oh boy.
boys trying to have appeal.
Kennedy, Taylor, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to drag you into this.
Being a good woman for them. Set a good example by apologizing to me.
Oh boy.
You're going to get what's coming to you.
Oh boy. Melee. Whoa. What the fuck? No. 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 What the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Hey, hope you're doing well. Hey, can I get a sec? Yeah, can I say something first? Yeah, sure. Just want to thank you for everything you've done for me so far. I know I'm probably not the biggest streamer you have. My numbers don't look too good. I love streaming here, being here with you and Mealy and Aisha and everyone else. Doing my best to catch up with everyone. I know you've been helping me a lot. Thank you for that. Just wanted to make sure I got that out there. Oh, you're so sweet. Glad that you're here with us. Hey, so I need you to check something? Sure, what is it? I'm very, very sorry, but you need to check your socials. Everyone has been doxxed, including you. Huh? No! No, fuck. My name, it's all over the internet. Oh, what do you mean? My other name. Not Kenna, my other name is all over the internet. This can't be happening. Oh, what's the matter? She's going to fight. Oh, she ran from her mom. My mother. No, please, I worked so hard to make sure she couldn't find me. This can't be happening. I have to be dreaming. Please tell me I'm dreaming. Oh, God, Kenna, I'm so sorry. We've got to clear this up and make sure she won't find me. She won't find you. Casey, I need your fucking help to protect this girl. I feel so. She just texted me. No, she found me already. I can't look at it. I have to disappear. Kenna, don't do anything rash. We're here for you. Don't go too far. Jesus Christ. Hey, I have some news to share. I showed off my dolls on stream. My viewers couldn't get enough of them. It's been a whole hour showing them each doll in detail. Didn't even get through my whole collection, just a part of it. And they still seem so intrigued and interested. It's so fulfilling to get to show off my collection to so many people. Thought I'd let you know. Hey, so glad to hear that. Sorry to interrupt, but have you checked your socials lately? I haven't. I can check now if you'd like. Oh, well, give me a moment. I get a text from my other boss. Oh, boy. I'm really, really sorry. Looks like you got doxxed along with the others. What? No. Are you serious? I'm so sorry. I'm getting in touch with the police. We're trying to get a handle on socials right now. No. Fuck, this can't be happening. Look, my boss texted me. Heard some unsettling rumors. Casey come to my office first thing in the morning next to when you arrive. I'm fucked. I'm gonna lose my job. Hey, Taylor, calm down. Promise we'll get this fixed and clear this up. How? My boss knows, and everyone at my job is gonna know. Screwed. Fuck. Sorry, I can't do this anymore. Precise, clean tone, you utter one word. It goes in the room and feels like it is swallowing you into the void. Fuck! Hey, buddy. Goddamn. Wow, that revenue is going up hardcore. What in the... I want to see... Okay, oh my good god. Gained a lot of money! And 400 followers the following afternoon. Casey! Fucking help! Aisha is lounging on the couch, knees pulled up, unaware. Holds her phone at various angles to match Maylee's poses, which range from the two-finger peace sign to her pointing at each edge of her wide, bright smile. Maylee then jumps with both feet, hair swirling around her. Nice shot! Maylee makes a peace sign with both her hands as a response. Meanwhile, you are staring blankly at your spreadsheets. Been unproductive for the past hour, even as Aisha and Maylee chaotically hovered nearby. The stocks are up today. We can't do this anymore. Words leave your mouth like the last whimpers of a deflating balloon. Do what? I failed. I couldn't protect any of you. Oh, come on. Look at the numbers. We're doing amazing. This was our best night yet. You shake your head. Not about the numbers, Maylee. The agency. It's falling apart. The poor VTubers we just hired. Their private identities, which they trusted me to protect, are now out to the world. Floodgate is open. I don't think I can close it again. Maylee's smile falters for a second, but she quickly recovers, a little extra enthusiasm forcing its way into her expression. Oh, please, Penelope, you're being dramatic. We faced worse, right? It's all part of doing business. Another day, another drama. No, it's over, Maylee. I'm shutting down the agency. CuteShadow Studio is closing its doors, starting today. The room falls silent. Aisha's phone slips from her hand, slides down to the stuffed couch, and clatters onto the floor. She stares at you in shock. What? You just hired me yesterday. Didn't hire you, I just gave you busy work to keep your rotted brain occupied. You're kidding, aren't you? You can't do that. We've worked too hard to just... Her cheer rapidly transforms into mania, and you just cut her off. Get in my mind. I failed you all. I can't risk your identity getting out too, Maylee. It's the only way I can make sure no one else gets hurt. Really? You think shutting us down is going to protect us? Yes, it's better than dragging you all down with me. I made mistakes that I hope will only hurt me. I hope I can shield you all from that blow. Utter failure. Useless manager. You deserve this. You deserve their hate. Your eyes were bigger than your stomach could handle. Maylee's eyes narrow and her voice sharpens. She drops all pretense of cuteness. Oh, you've made mistakes, all right. Like maybe how you're too stuck on Casey and her precious woe is me complaining yesterday that you still believe we can't do it without her. You're still so trapped in the past, thinking about what's gone that you can't see what we're building for the future. She's moved on, and so should we. This isn't about Casey. Maylee scoffs and steps closer. Oh, it sure seems like you've been obsessed ever since she left. Penelope, get a grip. When has she ever reached out to ask how you're doing? Why are you still chasing someone who doesn't want to be here? Maylee, just stop. I'm still hung up on Kenna. Taylor, too. I'm still hung up on Kenna and Taylor. It ain't about her, Maylee. You sigh and meet her eyes and hope she can see the weariness drowning you. This isn't about her. People under my management were doxxed, Maylee. We owe it to them to stop it and ensure it doesn't happen to anyone else. Oh, and you know what's best, of course. Her eyes flash with frustration. Newsflash, Penny. You're not the only one who's had to make sacrifices to stay at an agency that's barely scraping by. Now that some of the long hours we've been putting in are finally getting us somewhere, you just want to throw it all away? It's the only choice I have. I'm sorry. Cover to your niece, who was just curled up on the couch, watching you two fight. It strikes you that this must remind her of her parents fighting. Turn to Aisha. Aisha, please just stay here and don't get into trouble. Aisha nods, but says no words. She seems resigned, like this is the pattern of behavior she's seen time and time again. She sinks back into the couch and cradles a pillow to hide her face, gesturing for you to turn off the lights. As you walk up the door, immediately crosses her arms to you, hurt written all over her face. I see what you're doing. Running off to Casey when it gets tough, like I bet you've been wanting to do this entire time. Maylee! We have a really serious situation and a really unfortunate situation in Kenna and Taylor, respectively. Well, you're not the only one who can leave. You sigh. You had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I really value Mealy. You're a dear friend. I know you've been here from the start. But you're right that I can't force you to stay. What it's worth, I'm truly sorry. I'm only doing this so we can protect any remaining identities from getting doxxed, especially yours. Mealy's voice is quiet. You deserve better, Mealy. I'll arrange for you to be transferred to Victor's agency when this is over. You said you were a rising star. Now you can be one without me dragging you down. Before she could respond, the door swung shut behind you and you squashed the guilt of leaving her unanswered. As you walk into the night, she's gonna hate you too. It's time you turn yourself in. You sick, disgusting excuse for a person. You walk into Casey's cluttered office. It's barely larger than a closet. Papers are scattered across the desk, and files are stacked on the shelves. Both lock eyes for a moment. An awkward tension hangs in the air. You hesitate before speaking, the weight of your confession holding down your tongue. Casey, we need to talk. Casey leans back in her chair, her gaze sharp and wary. When you put it like that, it's never good. Talk about what? You step forward. Your voice comes out diminished. I've been in contact with the person behind the doxing. Casey's expression hardens instantly, her eyes narrowing as she stands up. Chair scrapes against the floor, punctuating the sudden shift in the room's atmosphere. What? Why did you tell me sooner? I thought I could handle it. I didn't want to drag anyone else into this mess. But I failed, Casey. I failed everyone. You look downward, drowning in your self-pity. From your half view, you can see Casey's fists tighten. I've given up. That's what this is really about, isn't it? You look up, startled. You just wanted to protect the agency, protect everyone. Casey shakes her head, her voice filled with disbelief and anger. Protect them by doing nothing? By wallowing in self? Why are you talking to me like this? The Penny I looked up to was never do this. He was ambitious, strong, nurturing, someone I wanted to follow, but you... Gestures toward you, her voice layered with disappointment. Given up on yourself, on everything. Your eyes widen in surprise. Casey's words pierce like arrows, but you can't find it in yourself to hide from view. I never asked to be someone you looked up to. Casey cuts you off. No, but you were. You were the shining beacon. The only person who made me believe that maybe, just maybe, I could be more than just myself. And now? You're just... Ma'am, I am here to report a crime and to ask about the safety of 2 of my employees? There's a heavy silence and you feel your shoulders shrinking under the intensity of her relentless glare. Even as you open your mouth to defend yourself, Casey waves you away, too enraged to listen. Ma'am? Think you're the only one struggling? You think I haven't had my doubts and insecurities? I've expected you to give up. Now I see I've been the strong one this whole time. You're not some victim and you're not alone. Stop acting like it. Police? Help? You stare up at Casey in shock, breathing heavily. Your heart is racing with a physical and emotional blow. Lips are dry and cracked, but you struggle to find the words. I didn't mean for this to happen. Casey jams her elbow under your chin, and draws closer. You know, my dad knows so much about you because I keep talking about how much I respect you. Ma'am! Here you are, proving it right. But you treat yourself like some tool to throw away when your get-rich-quick scheme fails and you make a mistake. Why are you so pathetic? Jesus! Not everyone can be as perfect as you, Casey. What did you just say to me? Some of us are just normal people who can make mistakes. And some of us are foolish enough to dream, nonetheless. You wouldn't understand, would you? It feels to be weak and pathetic. I must look like an ant to you. How dare you? How dare you? Get the fuck out of I want to report a crime! What is happening here? Go to prison. What? You are under... Play the Papers, Please music. You're under arrest for the crime of being a pathetic ant. You are sitting in a dimly lit holding cell, a sterile environment that only reinforces your isolation. You pull your neck to your knees, close to your chest, and stare blankly ahead at the stone wall. The sound of Casey's footsteps fade away. The silence is deafening, but you sink yourself into your thoughts. The first time in a long while. This is what I deserve. Tilt your head back and close your eyes. Let everyone down. Mealy, Aisha, Casey, Taylor, Kenna, all better off without me. Words sting as you say them out loud, and the weight of your failure presses down on you. You lie flat as tears well up in your eyes. I don't know what to do. There's nothing left to do anymore. Breathe in and try to clear your mind. Sound of footsteps interrupts your solitude. You roll over to your back and see Casey's shoes near the cell bars. Direct your attention up to where Casey's expression is stern, but no longer as fiery as before. She stands at the entrance of the cell with a ring of keys around her hand. Her arms are crossed, and she looks down on you with a mix of frustration and reluctant empathy. Get up. Why? I said get up. There's not enough proof to keep you here. You hesitate, but eventually you roll to the side and get on your knees. Movement sluggish, as her guilt is still weighing you down. But there's no but. Get out. Casey unlocks the cell door. Will you say anything stupid? I'm coming with you. You blink, surprised. You're coming with me. Casey nods. Yeah. Make sure you don't do anything reckless or stupid, so that we would end up having actual proof to keep you in jail. Not letting you dig yourself into a bigger hole. I'm sorry I involved you in this, Casey. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just wanted us to succeed. I know. Sitting around feeling sorry for yourself isn't going to fix anything. Let's just figure this out. Casey turns and motions for you to follow her. Even though you feel the heaviness on your shoulders, there's a glimmer of hope in the fact that, despite everything, Casey's still here. For now. You and Casey arrive back at the office. Amelia is nowhere to be found, and Aisha is now awake, sitting at her desk, her eyes locked on the screen and her fingers moving furiously over the keyboard. Can't you at least afford your electricity bill? Aisha? Aisha doesn't hear you at first and takes a step forward to check her screen. Aisha mutters as she types. KYS, huh? Oh yeah, how about you die instead? You think you're top behind the screen? You're nothing, oh boy. Heart sinks. Casey also let out a sad hum. You realize Aisha's replies are becoming more and more hostile and escalating into aggression. Tap Aisha's desk. Aisha, what are you doing? Aisha flinches and stops typing for a split second, but she doesn't look away from the screen. She types even faster now, barely taking a breath between replies. Her voice is bitter. I'm doing what you should have done. I'm handling this mess. You said you had it under control. You said you'd take care of everything. But look what they're saying about Mealy. Her voice shakes. They all want her gone. Why didn't you stop this, Auntie? I trusted you. You stand frozen, renewed guilt tightening your chest. Only 2 days, and you're already traumatizing your 16-year-old niece, and you can't find the words to explain your own failures. Anger continues to rise. She's no longer typing sentences, just hammering out die over and over again. Lee doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve any of this. The hate. Just won't stop coming, just because she didn't get doxxed. Actually, you can stop now. You don't have to do this anymore. Annie, what the hell? You let this happen, and you won't even let me fix it. You were so useless, none of this would have happened. You flinch. Each word a punch to the gut. Casey is watching you from the side, and she frowns but stays silent. You know this is something you must face alone. I'm sorry, I'm shutting down. Mealy's transferring to Victor's agency. Why will they stop? Why do they hate her so much? You stand helpless, unable to console her. You know Aisha's right. You promised to protect them, but you failed. Aisha, all I can say is I'm sorry. Reach out to pull out the power cord to the Wi-Fi router. Maybe the Wi-Fi is out. Aisha's sobbing and still typing unsent messages. I thought you were good at your job. Was that also a lie? Aisha, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If everything you've bottled up hits you all at once when you look at Aisha. If failing to protect Aisha, to protect Mealy, to support your agency, become good enough for Casey. Love it rushes forward like a flood you can't hold back anymore. Tears well up in your eyes for the first time you let yourself feel it all. Aisha, you're right. I failed you. I failed Mealy. I failed Casey. I failed everyone. You look at Aisha with red, tear-filled eyes. I think I had this under control. I didn't. I was pretending because I didn't want any of you to see how scared I was. How useless I feel every day of my life. Aisha pauses for a moment, her hands hovering over the keyboard, her sobs becoming quieter. Looks to you and seems shocked to see you fall apart. I think I don't feel it too? The pressure? The hate? Every day I wake up wondering if I'm good enough to lead you guys, not just protect you from all this, but to get somewhere with our lives. Gesture to the screen, filled with threats. I can't even get the basics right. Aisha's anger seems to falter, seeing you all your inner vulnerabilities. Aisha's voice comes out small and dry. You feel like that? Yes, Aisha, every single day. I'm terrified. Thought if I could work hard enough, I could make everything right, but I can't fix everything. There's no easy shortcut. I was focused on making this agency succeed that I lost sight of what matters. You. All of you. Sink to your knees. Now I've lost the trust of our 2 new hires. Mealy can't even be in the same room as me. Just hired you for 2 days, Aisha, and I'm already exposing you to a world of hate and hurt. The person you think I am, Aisha. I'm just as lost and scared as you are. Now all I want to make sure that you and my friends are safe. I didn't know you ever felt like that. You always seemed like you had it all together. That's just the part of growing up in this generation, is faking it until it never really stops, does it? I thought I'd be perfect for us to succeed, but I'm not. I'm just human. Wipe your tears, hands shaking. I promise you this, Aisha. I won't run away from this. Not anymore. I'll fight for you, for Mealy, for all of us. We can still fix this. Casey, who had been listening from the side, finally speaks up, her voice cutting through the raw emotion. While we were talking with Aisha, she had reset the Wi-Fi and was looking through the computer. That's online won't stop Penny, but running away won't fix everything. Take a look at your computer and I found copies of the messages you mentioned. We've been rerouted across the world where the dogs are to hide their tracks. I'll trace them, then you need to face the culprit head on. You're right, it's time I stopped hiding. We're going to face this together, Aisha and Casey. No more running, no more pretending. Aisha sniffles. Together? Yes, together. All of us. We'll make it through this, and I'll need you both on my side. Aisha, still emotional, slowly nods, anger and frustration ebbing away. She pulls you and Casey together in a tight group hug. Casey is stiff, but she joins in, reluctant. When you disperse, Casey gives you a small nod and turns back to the computer. Now give me a moment. Aisha, Penny, why don't you get some water? Crying makes you thirsty. With a hoarse laugh, you go to the kitchen with Aisha and fill 2 glasses of water. She eyes you, then toasts your glass with a clink. Oh, we're gonna be okay, Aisha. We're gonna be okay. 2 new promises. You toast back. 2 new promises. You and Aisha return to the main office space, the confessions leaving you both jagged and raw. Aisha throws herself on the couch again, hugging a pillow. Casey's been quietly typing on the computer, and she speaks up. Her tone is careful and cold like her expression. Easy. Too easy. Still emotionally drained, you look up at Casey with confusion and hurt. Aisha stiffens but seems unsure how to respond. Casey? Something else happen? Covered your missing chat logs. You really just went along with it, huh? Her eyes narrow, hard as ice, judging me. I expected more from you. Sigh, feeling raw and vulnerable. The admiration you once saw in Casey's is replaced with disdain, and it stings more than anything. Sorry, but never asked to be on a pedestal, Casey. I'm just human. That's the problem, isn't it? You're not a hero. Just as weak as everyone else, maybe even weaker. Is she talking to you or herself? I'll tell you what you missed. He taps a few more keys and a window pops up, the source of the emails. Lean forward, eyes widening as you see the data on the screen. Emails are linked all linked back to Team Victory. Aisha peers over, too, her expression shocked. Well, at least she's no longer crying, you note. Victor's agency? Your dad's? Casey nods, her tone more frustrated. Yes. The emails were being routed through Team Victory's servers, but that still doesn't explain how much they know about you, does it? Unless someone close to you fed them information. Your mind starts racing. Who could have done it? Then Casey glances sideways, her lips curling into a knowing, sad smile. Jeez, I wonder who could have given the culprit all that specific personal information about your agency. Maybe it was Mealy. Wait, Casey, your dad. Not the one you should be worried about right now. You're worried for all of us. Casey sighs. So what now? Turns back to the screen. You're gonna keep crying, or are we gonna pay my dad and Mealy a visit? You stare at Casey, gratitude and hurt mixing. Despite her tough words, you could always see when the cracks were forming on her walls. We're gonna stop this, together. Oh boy, green wireframes around the CEO has multiple screens flickered live around him. Board of directors and their shadowy faceless avatars are at holographic high-backed chairs. The center of the cultural room is a colossal spreadsheet. Numbers rapidly tick down like flipboards reflecting the aftermath of the mega doxing event. This is unacceptable. How was CuteShadow Studio still climbing the rankings? We shorted them. This should have been their downfall. Our losses will be significant. The CEO stares with an unreadable smirk. He scrolls through the spreadsheet until his cursor lands on CuteShadow Studios, whose value is ticked upward, defying expectations and manipulations. Even bad publicity can be good if your business lies in controversy. The more they hate, the more they watch. Suspicions surrounding their rising star princess have only encouraged more views. With the other VTubers too busy containing their leaked personal information, well, you see the results. This was the plan. This wasn't the plan, CEO. You were supposed to manage their decline. He turns to them, facing them, voice calculated. I never guaranteed a specific outcome. Only that would guide things in a direction that benefits us. We're losing millions, CEO. Think this. He shrugs. You should know better than to bet against momentum, directors. You can't always rig the game in your favor. The CEO smirk deepens as he watches them squabble and scramble to save themselves. He is overthrowing the whole market. Power move. You prepare to visit Team Victory's office tonight. Save your friend. We gained money somehow. Bless that guy for his 12 bits. Jesus Christ. 3 staff members have left your agency. Yeah, that's understandable. 12 years ago. Really tried to make friends in school. With a sweet gap-toothed smile, she would offer them platitudes and try to be kind. Here, I wrote a poem just for you. I also made some brownies if you'd like to share some. Oh, I know. Live on the same street. Let's walk home together. Every time the other kids would push her away and mock her. She didn't understand when her kindness was interpreted as pity or rudeness. So her repeated actions ultimately left her isolated. What's your problem, Keepy girl? Oh, baby. My God, you must have done something to these brownies. They look so weird. What are you giving them away? You creep. You know where I live. Over time, a trace of bitterness crept in, hiding in the shadows of her cheerful, wide smile. She's always been too nice, but never led to relationships she could trust. Only people who would use her. Then she found her gang. Her real friends, and they made CuteShadow Studio together. People who accepted her for who she was and all her eccentricities. Penny, her first friend. Ice and the little gremlin, even Casey. Then you went and fucked it all up. Hello. The most incompetent manager the world has ever seen. Back at the office. For the weight of your revelations, Casey stands with crossed arms, looking determined but still distant. Aisha's sitting at the shut-off computer, anxious to get a move on. You are silent, lost in thought, carefully planning your next step. I'm gonna fix this. We need to get Mealy back. No more focusing on numbers of success. This agency was supposed to be about friends working together, not tearing each other apart. Aisha looks up from her computer, her face worried. Mealy, she's streaming right now. Seriously, Aisha? Give me your phone now. You and Casey turn to look at the screen. Mealy is live, her avatar shining brightly as she engages in heated banter with online commenters. Mocking them while riling up more viewers. The chat is full of toxic messages, but Mealy's viewer count is skyrocketing. Mealy's laugh at sharp edges. Oh, chat, you think I doxed everyone? What if I did? Would you hate me even more? Oh no. Mealy heel turn. Aisha's lip quivers, her eyes filling with tears. I don't know why she's doing this. Something wrong is going on. You watch the stream, pained. Mealy's words are fierce, but there's an unmistakable sadness in her words beneath the bravado. This is the advice that Victor gave her. Isn't it? You turned the screen off. For good. Casey's arms are still crossed, but she glances more frequently at you. You know what this is about, right? My dad's, Victor's, twisted vision of success. He's got her hooked on the numbers and attention. I've seen and lived this before. It's not sustainable. You need to get her back before it's too late. You nod. Your determination strengthens. While the fire powering Mealy feels corrosive, corruptive, and destructive, the one shining in you and your friends feels like a bright candle. We're going to Victor's agency, but apologize to Mealy and we'll bring her back to CuteShadow. Make this right, no matter what. Casey's expression softens slightly as she catches your eye. Let's not waste any more time. Night is cold and chilly as your trio walks through the quiet city streets. There's an inner warmth suffusing your soul. Casey walks beside you, her face unreadable. Aisha trails slightly, sandwiched between you and Casey. The tension is thick, but there's a quiet understanding now. You are united in your goal. Aisha's voice is hesitant. Do you really think we can get Mealy back? There's a gentle hand on her shoulder. I do believe we can. Mealy's our friend. We can't just leave her behind. Casey looks over to you, her face hardening into ice for a moment before she speaks, as if she was testing the waters. She might not want to come back, you know. My father is extremely successful for a reason. Probably entranced her with his success talk. It's not easy to walk away from that, even as it burns you alive. Her face is pained but resolute. Not giving up on her, Casey. Not again. No one gets left behind. Casey looks away, her jaw tight. Good. Let's go remind her who her real friends are. You arrive at the towering building of Victor's agency. Once again, you are reminded of the difference between your scrappy office and Victor's sleek, modern building. Even at night, the neon lights reflect off the glass walls, which only enhances the intimidating atmosphere. Aisha looks up at the building, nervously biting her lip, while Casey remains cool and focused, her phone in hand and ready for any emergency. This place, it feels so creepy at night. It does. But we need to find Mealy and Victor. Stay ready. Go to the building. The automatic door is sliding open with a cold whoosh. Inside, it's eerily quiet. Polished floors reflecting your footsteps as you walk through the reception area. As you turn the corner, you suddenly come face to face with Regina lounging against the wall, arms crossed with a smug grin. Oh look, the wannabes are back. What are you doing here away from your rat's nest? Aisha's eyes narrow, her fists clenching at her sides. Get lost, you phony pygmy loser. Regina raised her eyebrow, clearly unimpressed, but before she could respond, Casey stepped forward, her tone cool. What I should deal with you? Unless you want to explain your very public violent harassment comments to the police, I suggest you listen to her. Regina scoffs, throwing up her hands as she turns to walk away. Whatever, losers. As she disappears down the hall, Aisha lets out a breath of relief and high-fives Casey, who sighs as she accepts it. You give them both a small nod of approval before you continue your search. You're walking through a maze of silent rooms, what feels like hours. You stumble upon a room that feels distinctly wrong. A concentrated area of unsettling energy. The door is ajar, and from the crack underneath, a faint green glow seeps out, bathing the hallway in an eerie, pulsating light. The air feels thick and sizzles with electric energy, almost as if the digital world inside is leaking into the real one. What the hell is that? Gently open the door, and the sight inside stops in her tracks. The room is filled with computers, all of them displaying strange, corrupted code written in incomprehensible glyphs. The green glow emanates from all the screens, bathing you in a near hypnotic haze. Casey seems disgusted. This is some kind of digital nightmare. What is my father hiding? You step further into the room, you spot something even more horrifying. Mealy's body is slumped in the center of the room, sitting motionless in a chair. Oh, that's really concerning. Her eyes hit by the green intrusive sit. Mealy! You rush forward. You try to shake her, but Mealy is unresponsive, her breathing shallow and her limbs unmoving. So it's literally just an interface jump scare. Goddamn. The word that forcefully waking her might leave her comatose permanently. Aisha tears up. What's wrong with her? Why isn't she waking up? Around the room, you spot several VR headsets connected to the same computer that Mealy is attached to. You have to get her out of this. She can't live like this. Can't risk physically disconnecting her. Might have no choice but to join her and pull her out ourselves from the inside. Calm but tense, Casey pulls out her phone and begins dialing. Calling her back up. You two stay here and figure this out. I'm not putting that thing on my head until someone knows where we are. You and Aisha sit on the floor and frantically put on the headsets. Oh boy! Casey steps back toward the door, trying to make the call, but something seems to be interfering with her signal. Curses under her breath, glancing back at Penny and Aisha, who are now both comatose and slumped on the floor. Damn it, no signal! Concerning. As she fiddles with her phone, she hears something, a faint noise, like footsteps shuffling beyond the waistline of the monitors. Her body tenses as she looks around the darkened room, lit only by the ominous green glow and the scattered shadows. Casey whispers to herself, "Somebody there?" Ooh. UnderHolo. You and Aisha find yourself standing in the atrium of a strange space with humming air and rippling walls. Okay, this is wild. Lines of green code swirl around you to form luminescent, fragile walls of a strange digital matrix space. Everything feels tinged with unreality, like you have stepped into a world between worlds. Instead of your bodies, you wear your avatar forms, which shimmer in and out of visibility. Is Victor the CEO from the frame story here? Instead of your bodies, you wear your avatar forms, which shimmer in and out of visibility. This place is freaky. It's like being inside a video game. Avatar form. Instead of your bodies, you wear your avatar forms. Which looks exactly like our bodies. This place is freaky. It's like being inside a video game. It is, but Mealy's trapped here somewhere. Aisha's wide as she looks around and consciously or unconsciously moves closer to you. Quickly squeeze your hand. Point to the hallway. Hallway with wispy shadows and faint echoes of a familiar voice. Around the corner, don't like that. You spot her, Mealy, in her VTuber avatar form, broadcasting live from this twisted digital realm. Where? Her usual cheerful expression is replaced by a distant, cold stare. Holographic stream chat hovers in the air, nearby, auto-scrolling rapidly. That's your avatar. Okay, that's your avatar that you're flashing back and forth between. Actual body. Mealy, what are you doing here? You have to come back with us. She reaches out with a desperate hand. Mealy's VTuber avatar form turns to face her. The princess dress swirled with aplomb. Her eyes are vacant, as if she's speaking through a hollow puppet. Calmly, almost robotically, she waves. Oh, there's her avatar. Hello, good friend. I'm doing what I must for all of us. You step forward, voice trembling but determined. Mealy, I'm so sorry. I let things get out of control. I couldn't protect you, Aisha, or anyone. We don't have to go down this path. Please, come back. We found a CuteShadow studio in friendship, but we should have never let the numbers get in the way of that. We still make this right together. If you come back. And his VTuber avatar expression softens for a second, flickering with a familiar smile, but she doesn't move. No, I can't. I have to do this. At Victor's agency yesterday, Mealy sits across from Victor in his sleek office. He leans back in his chair, arms crossed with a calculating smile. You want to get ahead in this industry, right? Lift CuteShadow Studio up from its lowly ranks to the top? Of course! Victor motions for her to follow. He leads her to a hidden room, the same computer room that glows with green corrosive light. Pulls up a screen that displays a massive spreadsheet with every YouTuber agency stats, rankings, and their members, along with their performance and streams. He scrolls over to CuteShadow Studio near the bottom. This entire industry, it's all a simulation. Manufacturing gambling system built on who's worth betting on, deciding which chips should trade hands. Everything is rigged. Talent is only an accessory. What matters is the manipulation of the market. Mealy's face darkens, but her voice remains steady. Oh. Well, I don't care. My friends matter to me, not some arbitrary ranking system you came up with. I don't need some sleazy directors telling me to tell me my score. It will never change who I am or what matters to me. We built CuteShadow Studios to fulfill our shared dream. Victor leans closer, his voice low and light with amusement. Beautiful, pretty words. What if your agency fails? Your friends won't have a place to go. Oh gosh, then she really did do this for us. You'll always separated grinding and entry-level jobs, barely able to see each other. Is that what you want? Mealy's wide smile begins to waver. Your manager, Penelope, doesn't get it. She's naive. She thinks she can protect everyone with clean heads and pure ideals. But you're smarter than that, aren't you? Like me, you know that sometimes you have to get your hands dirty to protect the ones you love. Mealy hesitates, torn between her values and her deep-rooted fear of losing her friends. I would do anything to protect my friends. Good. He looks at you and Aisha. Her voice is soft, almost broken, and you see her VTuber model has wet eyes. I did the doxing. But if I ruined everyone else's career, I could get us to the top. You'd keep us together. Aisha gasps, her eyes filling with tears, but she steps closer to Mealy, giving her an air hug. Mealy, we can still be friends. You didn't have to do that. We'll figure a way out of this mess. We just need you to come with us. Mealy, I've made mistakes. I should have been there for you and done better for our agency. But this isn't the way. Please, come back. We'll make something even better together. Mealy's avatar trembles, her hand shaking as if she wants to reach out to you, but she hesitates. Suddenly, Victor's voice cuts through the air, smooth and authoritative. He steps into the digital space, his presence overpowering and aflame. Approaches Mealy's avatar and places a hand on her shoulder. Unfortunately, the real world isn't kind to childish dreams. Sometimes it takes a strong leader to step in and handle things while children play their naive games. Pay attention to see what he flickers into. Think you can save it with your words. How delightfully naive. He flicks into nothing. Mealy knew what she had to be done, and she knew what it took to survive. And like you, she's not afraid to do it. Your fists clench. Aisha mutters unhinged curses under her breath. We're friends before we were CuteShadow Studio. I won't let you destroy what we built. Victor laughs, his eyes lit with pale blue fire. Ah, the charms of youth. We'll see about that. Final boss fight. Meanwhile, Casey moves swiftly through the dark hallway, her senses sharp and muscles tense. She avoids the eerie glowing lights, but winces as she turns the corner and comes face to face with Regina. He's leaning casually against the wall, a smirk of superiority on her face. When she sees Casey, she snorts, her voice dripping with disdain. Well, this is Miss Perfect Princess. Come to save the day, have you? Casey's eyes narrow, her voice calm but icy. Where's my dad? I'm not in the mood to handle your dollar store sarcasm. Tell me where he is and what he's planning. Her grin widens, but her eyes flash with something darker, resentful. She saunters closer, lost track of dear old Daddy, the one who makes sure all your little promises appear with a snap of his fingers. Must be nice, right? Having everything handed to you and not even bothering to use it. You don't know anything about me, don't I? You think I don't know what it's like? I had to scrape for everything and do things that would make you sick just to stay relevant. I have no safety net to catch me if I can't stay on top, because your friend meddled I can't even keep my name to myself. And you were born with a silver mic by your mouth, and yet you refuse to stream, refuse all the opportunities handed to you. Pathetic that you had the luxury to let it all go to waste. Her voice grows venomous, her bitterness palatable. Her eyes are alight in the corrosive green glow. You resent me because I chose to go a different path instead of following in my father's footsteps? Because you had to do things you resent just to stay afloat? I'm sorry that you had to struggle, but you need to handle your own problems. You simply don't get it. You think you're better than anyone else, don't you? Too good for this life that was lined up for you. But here's the thing, Casey. Your dad knows it. Your friends know it. You know it. You're just a coward who ran away. Casey's hands tighten into fists. This is going nowhere. You're not worth my time. Where's my dad? I don't owe you anything. We're gonna have some fun first. With a quick motion, Vegeta pulls a knife from her pocket, blending it pale green. She leans in, grinning wickedly. Casey's heart skips a beat, but she doesn't back down. She's faced worth with this. Let's see if we can handle a little pinprick without Daddy's help. Vegeta lunges at her with a knife. Instincts take over, and Casey sidesteps the attack. Her reflexes sharp, but her opponent doesn't relent. She swings the blade again. Faster this time. The edge of the knife grazes Casey's arm as she blocks, barely. You're going to regret this. Vegeta laughs, a wild, almost unhinged sound, and swings again. Goddamn, alright. Victor greets you like an old friend, even as he stands menacingly between you and Melee. Ah, Penelope, I was wondering when you and Aisha would arrive. Come to save the day, have you? Aisha, arms crossed, rolls her eyes. Why do all the baddies say it like that? You sound like a comic book villain. Get some creativity, you need it. Mind is racing as you piece all the clues together, all the signs that led you here. It was all you, wasn't it? You were the one behind the doxing. Mealy, the agencies, everything. You used her. Victor shrugs, dusting up imaginary ash from his glowing avatar form. It was a textbook case of simple manipulation, targeting and isolating each member until they crack under the pressure. Foolish of you, leave one of your star talents so vulnerable and exposed. Your talents took a nosedive without Cassidy in your life. He strolls over to one of the glowing holographic screens, casually scrolling through the spreadsheet with his fingers in the air, though the chaos he's caused means nothing to him. I gave Mealy a choice. You could either watch your fledgling spineless agency crumble or do something about it. Of course she chose to help, because she knew what it meant to succeed. Don't treat me like a child, you buffoon. Mealy shouts through her tears, her smile gradually returning as she tests the words in her mouth. Her smile grows wider, and Aisha runs in to hug her. I knew you were still in there. Aisha turns over to survey Victor with a cocky surliness only a teenager can possess. Why don't you even care about any of this? You're freaking rich. You just leave us alone. Isn't this like way too much work for you? Casey's not even with us anymore. Victor chuckles, shaking his head like Aisha has missed the point entirely. Oh, Aisha, no wonder you became fast friends with Mealy. This isn't about money, it's about power. Board of directors bet on CuteShadow Studios' failure. They assumed without my daughter, without Cassidy, you'd fall into obscurity. By helping you succeed, now that could make them lose a lot of money. So enough chaos to distract them while I make my move. This is a power play on your part. You asshole. And you played with people's lives and doxed them to just to what? Get some virtual prizes? No wonder Casey never wants to talk about you. What kind of a person does that? Victor shrugs again, his nonchalance chilling. His fingers stop scrolling. Till it lands on your agency's name, CuteShadow Studios, right near the top. I'm the kind of person who's willing to do whatever it takes to win. If the VTuber industry made Cassidy cry, then perhaps it is time to burn it all down. Goddamn. Let's reveal the identity of all VTubers and crash the party. Let all collapse into ash and use the mystery of the fallout to boost Cassidy's career as a detective. Goddamn! Fitting irony, is it not? I am rather proud of how neatly it all ties together. Hands balled, fists. This wasn't just about taking Mealy or your agency. It was about destroying everything you had all worked for. Once the industry is aflame, let's just say I have some leverage. Now the board is distracted, doxing every single VTuber will give me exactly the kind of attention and power I need to control the narrative. After all, this isn't worth dirtying your hands with the ash of strangers' lives. Make sure the people you care about come out on top. So everyone except your daughter is a chess piece to you. Isa shifts uncomfortably, huffing. Immediately pats her avatar's shoulder. I struggle to get off my couch bed today. You found the time for this while still running your agency? Hypocrite much? Only the chronically online have the energy for all this drama. Victor chuckles at Aisha and Mila's remarks, but his eyes stay on you as you wrestle with the acid of his works. But do you understand, manager? I'd sacrifice all this for the one I cared about. Surely you would do the same to keep your friends from crawling through soulless jobs, away from each other and losing themselves in their dreams. If you join me, I can make sure you all join Cassidy at the top. Take a step forward, heart pounding. Victor's words are eerily tempting, crafted to prey on your insecurities, just like that email. Your fear of failure, losing your friends, of shutting down your agency. Look at Aisha, who seems unaffected, watching the whole thing like it's a late-night rerun of a reality show. Aisha glances at you, raising an eyebrow. Look, I'm not into the whole burning everything down plan. Too much work for too little payoff. Hell, did you even ask Casey? You meet Aisha's eyes, reminded of how much you've grown. Success isn't worth destroying people you love. No, Victor, I'm not like you. I don't need to hurt everyone else to protect my friends. If we fail, that's okay, because we have each other. That's what matters most. Victor's smile fades slightly, but he nods like he expected your answer. Idealism won't save you, manager. I've served the board of directors for years now. They don't give a damn about your friendship. If you want your agency to succeed, you have to be ruthless. It takes a real leader to make the hard choices. It takes a real leader to stand by their principles, even when it's hard, even when it means failing. You don't get it, Victor. We're stronger together, not because of success, but because we care about each other. Look over to Aisha and Mealy, who nod in quiet agreement, steadfast in your choice. Victor's gig is up, and now it's time to take him down. Yeah. Casey finishes tying up Regina with her travel pack of rope, her expression flat and distant. After she stopped holding herself back, the struggle was brief, too brief to satisfy the bubbling frustration inside her. Turns her attention to the multiple screens across the hallway that show the live feed from Mealy's stream. Her eyes narrow. As she realizes what is being broadcast isn't just Mealy's typical VTuber antics. It's everything. Her father's grand, manipulative plan. He did so love to talk. Your emotional plea. And Aisha's youthful determination. It's all out there for the world to see. She grits her teeth, the realization hitting hard. While she was busy taking her first footsteps outside of the VTuber world she had always known. They were scheming and fighting their battles without even asking for her help. What things most of the conversation itself. Casey watches as you plead to save Mealy, reveal your vulnerabilities, and father, falter in the face of Victor's calculated, tempting promises. Oh, this time, I was worried about living up to their expectations, and here they are, drowning in their shame. She had always looked up to you as a symbol of strength and resilience. Her father? He was always a looming figure in the background, someone she respected despite their differences. Now they were both being pathetic in their ways, tearing themselves and each other apart. Not only were they flawed, but they were shining a light on every crack. How could two people she looked up to be so messy? Casey reaches for her phone, noting there's a signal now. Again, this is Casey. Need back from the Team Victory's office. Some people are comatose and injured. Get a team here, ASAP. Casey watches the live stream for another moment. Her father's smug voice filters through, attempting to convince you to join him. Grates on her. This wasn't how she planned to spend her night. Jumping into some ridiculous virtual nightmare with would-be anti-heroes and emotional breakdowns. Of course, these fools aren't going to wait for backup. Well, they think they're going to finish this without me. They're wrong. Sharp inhale, and Casey puts on a nearby VR headset that allows her frustration to fuel her. She wouldn't be the outsider. No, she was stepping into the ring, right where she belonged. Casey entered the virtual space, and you, Aisha, and Victor, and Mealy turned toward her eyes, shining with fierce emotion. Hello, Cassidy. I expected you to win that little scuffle. I knew that Regina couldn't stop you. She was just there so you would know I was here, waiting. Poor girl, her rent was due soon. Here I am, but you've gone too far, Dad. You're not just playing some game. It's just real stakes. Messing with my friends' lives. And they just wanted her friends to be safe and you used her. Not even that bully deserved this. You shift uncomfortably, guilt and regret on your face. He looks over to Casey and hums, expression thoughtful. Casey, and you're just as bad, Penny. You're still preaching about friendship and togetherness like that's gonna pay the bills. We need more than that, especially in this industry. Or it's too cutthroat to feed us on dreams alone. Exactly. That's what you never understood, Penny. The moment you act weak, people exploit it. Last time I showed weakness, Cassidy's mother paid the price. Blech. Casey flinches, but her resolve hardens. Nobody gets you the way I do, Cassidy. I'm your father. I would do anything for your sake. I would cross any line and hurt anyone to make sure you succeed. Would you live your dream? I'll do all the dirty work for you. Think that's why I left? Because I wanted you to still protect me? Dad, Penny, I left you both because I thought you two were different from me. You had it all figured out and had high expectations I could never meet. Now I see you're just as stupid as I was. What a relief. She jumps in, breaking the mood. Okay. This is getting way too serious. Everyone, just stop trying so hard. It's exhausting. Can't we just, do the easy thing for once? McCowan cuts through the tension like a bowling ball. Victor shakes his head, a grim smile on his face. Easy? There's no easy way out of this mess, kid. The only way forward is through. Burn it all down and rise from the ashes. That's exactly where you're wrong. There's an easy way out. Right where we're standing. Casey turns to you all, her voice steady and clear. We expose the board of directors and how they rigged the industry. There's no cover-up strong enough to contain what the internet can spread. They are in fact streaming right now. Information goes viral whether you like it or not. You don't have to burn everything down. Victor scoffs. You think going public with this will solve everything? You're still naive, Cassidy. It's not that simple. No, it's not simple, but it's the most pragmatic solution. You can't control everything forever. People deserve to know what's happening behind the scenes. The board of directors depend on lies, manipulation, and only the truth can destroy them. You stand a little straighter, inspired by Casey's conviction. Even Victor seems to have a renewed sparkle in his eye. Casey's right. We don't need to have a convoluted plan to protect who we care about. We're already in our avatars. We might as well. Aisha gives a small, cat-like grin. See? Told ya. Simple's good. Victor glances between you four before his eyes landing on his daughter. Something in him softens in the face of Cassidy's resolve. The first time he seems to see more than a weak, young daughter he has to protect. You've grown up, Cassidy. Maybe you're right. The virtual space flickers again, and Casey steps closer to Victor. I always was, Dad. You just never saw it. But now you do. And I'm happy about that. Casey turns to Aisha, Mealy, you. I'm on. Let's finish this. Casey, Penny, Aisha, Mealy, and Victor stand before a towering digital screen, preparing to reveal the truth. Across the space, 3 dark figures loom, the board of directors. Hello, world. Did you know that there's a secret underground syndicate called UnderHolo who's controlling the VTuber industry? Well, you do now. 3 board members step forward, each one representing a different kind of evil. What? The first director hovers with the wings spread wide, her voice high-pitched and insistent. What? Hello, X. You think anyone will care about your petty truths, little VTubers? The audience loves drama. Sure, but they love us more. We are the algorithm. Second director adjusts his monocle with a sneer. Oh. Damn, you've got drip. This industry has been a playground for the wealthy ever since its inception. Betting pool on the young and virtual. We own everything. Influence, viewership, follows. It's all bought when we shake hands. The director swirls their blue hair, tone robotic and cold. Oh, damn, hello. We control culture. The songs they sing, the trends people follow, virtual worlds they dream of are all in our hands. You think a single live stream will change that? It's CEO Miku. Victor steps forward, his digital avatar transforming into a fiery demonic general, in contrast to his pristine, almost sterile avatars. Pristine, almost sterile avatars of the board of members. Looks like it's time for our match. But I'm not here to lose. I'm here to burn it all down. Oh, damn. Battle begins and you frantically defend yourself from the directors, launching attacks in the form of corrupted green code blast. What the? Oh, damn, Cass. Oh my god. If you try to explain what's going on in the livestream, but it's difficult to maintain a steady connection when you need to dodge attacks. Victor fights along with you and takes on the brunt of the damage, but there's only one of him and 3 directors. You need to release the spreadsheet. It's the only way to prove everything. Damn, I like Cass after. On it. Also, can we talk about how one of these fools is a little too smug for a pop culture puppet? Let's focus, Aisha. Only one shot at this. Get the computer over there and share the file. You're the most nimble out of us all. You're also idealistic. The moment you release the spreadsheets, we'll spin the story to nothing more than a glitch in the system. The public forgets with their goldfish attention spans, and we stay in power. It's a fool's errand. All this effort, a waste of your talents. Casey shouts over the chaos to Victor, who is blasting fiery code at the directors with extreme rage, even though he is losing ground. Dad, they're not like you. We're going to burn this world down for your family. But these guys, they're doing it for profit and control. We can't let them win. You're right. I didn't raise you to let scum like this win. But there was a final, massive blast of torrential code at the directors, throwing them scattered backwards. Aisha sprints to the keyboard and rapidly types, hands flying across the keyboard. Boom! It's live. Not just that, it's already trending. This thing's going viral faster than we could have imagined. The screen behind you all lights up with comments, reactions, and retweets. The truth is out there. The audience is reacting faster than the directors can control. We did it. They can't hide anymore. The directors recover. Their power is fading as the truth spreads. Public sentiment, influence, diminishing, verdict, no longer in control. Victor, still in his fiery avatar, steps back beside Casey. The fight is over and they are finally together, standing side by side. You're stronger than I gave you credit for, Cassidy. You need to see that the world doesn't have to be destroyed to be rebuilt, Dad. Sometimes you just need to clear out the underbrush. Turn your attention to the livestream and viewers racing to react on the spreadsheet. To all of you watching, this is the truth. The VTuber industry was never about talent or relatability. It was rigged for profit. Doesn't mean we can have to stop creating and stop dreaming. We can take back control. We can make this virtual space ours once more. Yeah. Let's not get too cheesy. Power of friendship saved the day and all. That's exactly what happened. You all came back for me. Thank you. I'm sorry, but thank you. The screen flickers one last time, showing that the spreadsheet has now been shared far and wide. You're rigged from the start. The VTuber industry is now in the hands of the people. All right, let's go back home. Millie looks over, face bashful. And where is home for you, Casey? CuteShadow Studio, of course. Where else? After a long, eventful night, punctuated with police questioning that Casey remarked was unfortunately necessary, see the sun rise, casting soft, golden light, while you all walk back to the agency. Victor and the board of directors of the UnderHolo have been taken in for questioning. Well, this has been a ride. As their schemes were revealed by their hubris, they wouldn't be able to manipulate the VTuber world anymore. Doxing victims that were then placed under protection until the threats subsided. Oh, thank goodness. Kenna, please protect Kenna from her mother. Now you gaze out onto the sunrise with CuteShadow Studio. Yeah, everyone's here. Finally, it's over. Casey steps closer, standing behind you. Her face is tinged with melancholy, but her usually tough expression is fresh like spring, and she looks back at you. Yeah, for now. My dad will weasel his way out of this, but at least he can't hide behind his avatar anymore. Besides, I think he and I have an understanding. Behind you, the door creaks open. Mealy steps in hesitantly. What your sleep-deprived brain recalled, one of Casey's colleagues cited some little-known cause. Allowed Mealy to get away with no charges, as long as she did community service and stayed off the internet for a year or so, verdict pending. I'm so sorry for everything. I didn't mean for it to go that far. I got carried away in the heat of the moment. I'm just scared of losing all to you. Losing all of you. I understand why you left, Casey, but I hope you'll stay. Hope you can stay. Casey turns to face Mealy. The two had once been close, but now, though they now had a barrier between them, they seemed to understand each other's decisions more honestly in a way they hadn't before. We were all doing what we thought we had to do. No hard feelings. You were always still my friend. Build that trust back over time, Mealy. I won't leave our friendship. ever. Millie nods slowly, as if her guilt is lifting with each movement. The silence feels like a chapter closing, with a new one waiting in the wings. Thank you for understanding, and I'm grateful. Turn away from the window, pondering the four of you. This is the heart of CuteShadow Studio. People, not the numbers. They had fought a harpy, a robotic software clone, and the typical old rich dude, and saved the day, together with the power of streaming. And more importantly, friendship. And they were all still here. Alright, now that we've had some heartfelt moments, let's talk about something important. Aisha, who had been perched on a nearby chair, scrolling on her phone, looks up, blinking innocently. Absolutely no more unsupervised access to the internet, or our agency's social media accounts. What? No, you can't do this to me. You're literally typing die to a troll right now. Aisha immediately turns off her phone, laughing sheepishly. She takes Millie's hand. Fine, I'll do more wacko shit offline. Come on, Millie. Let's explode another microwave with the power of cake. Absolutely. Let's do it. The air between you and Casey shifts, heavy with unspoken thoughts. You haven't yet addressed all the issues that have grown between you like a frigid barrier, ice too thick to break. Your complex relationship was fractured by Casey's departure. But now, after all your secrets were revealed and embraced, perhaps there is room for something new. Golden sunlight streams through, casing you and Casey in a luminous, bright glow. I know I let a lot of things get between us, but I don't want to repeat that mistake. Thinking, perhaps we could start fresh, maybe even work together again. Casey studies you for a long moment, her toughened expression still firmly in place. The vulnerability in her gaze hints at something deeper, a longing for connection, something real after pushing you away. Finally, her lips quirk in a small smirk, and she shrugs. You're still too idealistic for your own good. That's why you need someone to keep you on the ground while your head is in the clouds. Yes, I'm in it. I'm in for this journey with you. The sun rises higher, bathing the city in light. After all the secrets have been dredged up from the darkness, you feel that in this fresh, clean world, a new story between you and Casey is ready to begin. Oh, wow. That was a ride. God, I feel like we only barely scratched the surface of the sub-stories with our streamer hires. Obviously, I only did 2 of them, but this was still really charming. And honestly, I wish the yes, Melancholy Marionette. The music was in fact really good. That may or may not, that fact right there may or may not have been the reason why I wanted to play this game to begin with. Not gonna lie, because I love Melancholy Marionette's soundtrack work. So I had to check. What? Did you truly do everything in your power to succeed? Is this the ending you desired? My daughter is safe and happy. That's all I could ever ask for. If it cost me my freedom, with you locked away, we'll be out there to protect her. Her friends will protect her. We certainly will be enough to keep her safe. The danger has already been defeated. Sure. The real threat still lies deeper than you could have ever imagined. What? Who are you? I'm the victorious one. You still have a lot of work ahead of you. Join me. Fine, then get me out of here. What? Is there more? Oh god. I should also point out that Victor's avatar in the back, now that we see the full version of him, does in fact line up with the avatar of the mysterious leaker, who we got the spreadsheet and messages from earlier. So it's oh, that's the history button. Okay. Title. Okay. I'm gonna call that a day for UnderHolo. Fine. Again, that's a lot of these I'm gonna come back to later on down the line. Just playing the side that I missed out on my own here. I'm not sure how much side story that we go here. Like, the itch.io page mentions special streams. and unlockable side stories. I don't know if those are the same things here. Because, like, felt like we had 2 days streaming here. It also feels like Kenna, yeah, like I spent a good deal of time on my own trying to find something that Kenna would like, and Kenna just, I feel like Kenna just wasn't gonna work out. I really wanted it to work out for her. She seems really sweet, but seems it's more about finding something for her to be comfortable with, than just a matter of over time growing comfortable hearing yourself talk and just growing more relaxed around people. Hopefully she can grow into it. God, that, like, Kenna's side of the doxing situation really hurts the most. Well, I feel awful for Taylor, because Taylor should, because, well, I can understand Taylor coming from, like, I work in an office like this, and I don't exactly share the kind of stuff that I do online at my day job. I don't do that. I can understand where Taylor is coming from. I didn't, like, if everything I do online got, like, leaked publicly, to say, I don't know if it would be as, unfortunate to fall as it was for Taylor, but it would still be very uncomfortable, to say the least. Kenna's situation just really terrifying. Just really terrifying, and honestly, fuck Victor for doing that to her for the sake of Casey. Fuck that guy. That's just unforgivable. Like, there's no good resolution for that guy, because fuck him for doing that to her. That's just insane. He put her life in danger. That's just, I'm not forgiving him for that. The whole relationship with Casey and Penny, that whole relationship is, I don't know, that whole relationship felt odd to me. Like, it's gonna take a lot of work for them to build up, like, a real, honest-to-goodness relationship from scratch. That whole relationship felt odd. And, like, all the romantic hinting that we were getting here and there, we didn't really get at all from Penelope's perspective. Like, the very start of the game, we were told that a big regret about Penelope, about Casey leaving, is that she was leaving the agency high and dry. Casey's reasoning I can get, but I guess Casey's reasonings and Casey's reaction to us really felt odd. Oh, I can ascribe that to we don't see enough from Casey's perspective to really justify her mindset to us, the player. But I can see it. I can get it. I have to stretch a little bit, but I can get behind that. Casey's reaction to us walking in, be like, "We're here to report." You could probably grasp by my reaction to the whole scene that Penny walking into Casey's office to turn herself in. So that felt really weird. Hell, I'm here to turn myself in. I'm going to put my elbow in your chin, and that probably violates a few police codes, but put your elbow in your chin, and then throw you in a jail cell. And what did you do to protect Kenna in that moment? I feel like that was kind of more important to focus on than our personal beef here, but there's a lot else going on here that makes me think that you suspend our real-world disbelief a little bit. You step back a little bit and make the distinction and don't read that as such a literal police save me moment that it gets a bit makes a bit more sense. But that's yeah, don't get too like, obviously we go into Victor's place and do virtual battle with the avatars of the three underground secret society friends. Who are controlling the VTuber industry. You can get behind that. It is yeah, it is very wild, but I enjoy that it's a conclusion. And honestly, as a whole, I could see this being like I could see this being literally like a YouTube group's lore backstory game. Backstory. We're gonna take on the fat cats behind the scenes and make VTubing about creating and passion again. I can see that being like that. And from that perspective, that's really fun. I like that. There are a lot of really fun characters in here, with a lot of really emotional backbone here. Even Casey, I understand the core of her character being just stepping out from her father's shadow and doing her own thing. I get, despite the oddness of her relationship with Penny. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I did enjoy this at the end. It was quite a ride. And I'd be curious to know how much I missed in terms of the Kenna and Taylor side stories. Or did that cover everything? I feel like we got 2 special streams and then the interactions with the plot that they had beyond that. So let me know. And I'll see you next time. Signing off for now. Until then, where do you rank on the UnderHolo spreadsheet? Let me know. It's leaked online now, so